Welcome back, episode 72 of Revisited, and a new content creator, I believe, because I do not remember exactly who did this. Where's my phone? Because this kid, I don't know what he's looking at right now.
Good job. I was looking at the
mail.
Yeah, the mail thing, seeing if it did show up. But since we're about business,
Browntable.
Browntable, yes, his name.
Yes. Content creator Browntable. The title is "The Snyder Cut Changed My Life." Zack Snyder's Justice League. The Snyder Cut did not change my life. It was a fairly at the time okay movie, but I think I was comparing it to the original. Now it's a fairly bland movie. So many problems, and I wonder exactly what the argument is, because we looked at some of the timestamp and it seems very theme heavy.
Yeah, it seems more about the concept of the making of the movie and all that, as opposed to what's actually in the movie. Mm-hmm. So this might be just something like, hey, his dream was realized and maybe we can all strive to do something like that.
But is that good enough to change your life? I mean, is this the first instance of you truly seeing something like this?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the description will help us out here.
It always does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
The Snyder Cut, or Zack Snyder's Justice League, has finally dropped on HBO Max, and the journey towards the film's release, as well as the movie itself, has changed me and the way I perceive films and superhero blockbusters. I hope you enjoy this retrospective on my reaction to Snyder's work and my current opinion on the director.
I do not understand these Snyder boys.
Yeah, I don't know. It is admirable that he comes back from his tragedy and
is able to put out a film that is strictly what he wanted to do.
Not strictly, because of the whole ending part with Martian Manhunter.
Oh, they forced that on him?
Yeah. He wanted Green Lantern.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, no. So it was just basically Ben Affleck acting against nothing. And they were just like, we'll put something in there. Somebody's a coming.
Once we negotiate whatever we want to do.
So it's just Ben Affleck's going, so what do I call you? Who are you? What's going on? Just as he's just glugging. Alcoholism is not a joke, folks.
Most addictions are not a joke. Yeah, I guess we just get into it.
Yeah, but the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, it is. Mm-hmm. We usually just go, all right, yeah, we got to rewatch it to get our points together. We heard a couple of points and saw the timestamps. We were just like, we don't need to watch
4.5 hours of.
And he, especially since he doesn't look like he's gonna actually talk about it, and if he does, hey, it's good enough that we'll remember. Mm-hmm. I am currently and still have been for a very long time that the Justice League, Josh Snyder, yep, that's his name, Joss Whedon's was better.
I don't know if it was better, but it was more palpable. It was easier to consume.
It had a lot less problems.
I wouldn't say a lot less, but...
it had less problems.
Notably less problems. But, you know, when you're 2 to 3 times the original, there's a lot of chance for, especially some of the decisions he made, like I'm sorry, the Iris West scene is one of the worst scenes I've ever seen in filmmaking.
But you have a lot more chance to screw up, but you have also a lot more chances to fix things. Mm-hmm. And then you got just active ignoring of other movies, like the Aquaman thing. It's just like, hey, only certain people can actually talk and breathe underwater. I mean, above water. It's like everybody can now. Mira just got a British accent. Okay,
and a royal accent, we'll call it.
And then she talks about, my parents also died in the war, and no, they didn't. Muff is alive in Aquaman.
Yeah, this seems so much like an Else Tales movie.
It's purely just like, I'm doing what I want. Everything else,
whatever came before, whatever you're doing after.
And you can't even be like, hey, he didn't have the time to for the other movies, Aquaman was out for a very long time. So you had to reshoot the whole. You had to because the I think the nightmare scene was a whole new scene.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so you had to shoot that. So you had her on set. You could have just, hey, tight shot, order, no British accent. If this was already, the whole British accent thing was already filmed. Because if they're filming around simultaneously, or this one comes first and that one comes later, you go, all right, whatever. You can't really fix things that you didn't really know about. But now that you do know about it, you can fix it, but it creates problems now since it's there. And then just going back and just like, man, people did side-by-side comparisons. Henry Cavill did nothing.
Yeah. No.
It's just, the shot where, at the end, like right before the nightmare, I think it was whatever. Hey, Lois died, and then everything failed. Where Doomsday put his hand on his shoulder. That's just taken from Man of Steel. Just like side by side, like wow, this is patchwork.
I think it's because Snyder just does not either care or like Superman. And he likes the motif of Batman. And he tried to implant that in Superman, and it didn't work. But, some people gravitated towards it. I have no idea why.
Legitimately.
But, I think it's just because they were so against, like, the Marvel formula that they wanted to do... Oh, look, Superman, there's all this existential crises and internal...
But it doesn't need that.
He does not need that. But people do think he needs that because they find him boring. And I think Zack Snyder is one of those people that finds Superman, quote-unquote, boring. So he tried to implant a lot of things that would fit more in line with a Batman or Aquaman. But you can't
just make Superman Batman and just go, there you go.
That's essentially what it is.
Good. It's good now.
So now that you have the actual Batman here, what can you do with your Superman? What is the purpose of your Superman-Batman amalgamation? And I think he had no idea exactly what he wanted to do with that Superman. So he had no real goal in mind other than big man punch when big man needs a punch. Yeah, we can get into it.
I remember watching Watchmen.
Why is it...
This is so dramatic.
Why is it that all these Zack Snyder bums are so melodramatic with their stuff? Always using the, like, piano-y things from Justice League and Man of Steel just to be like, doom-doom. I was a young boy that I didn't... And, come on, bruh.
Yeah, I don't understand it. It seems like the Zack Snyder thing, it breeds this melodramatic tone.
And it really does, because he's a very visual film maker, making a lot of beautiful shots, slow-mo type of things, very color graded and out of focus, in focus, depth of field type of shots. And I think people gravitate towards the drama of the shot more than the drama of the storytelling. So, hey, feel
pretty thing, but then you don't think about what's actually going on here.
Don't think about the mechanics. Look at the butterfly on the broken wing on a swing set. That's what you should be paying attention to.
I remember watching Watchmen when I was really little, and I remember imprinting it into my mind, no matter how much my parents didn't really want me to see it, as it was rated R. The violence, the stylization, the darkness of it all, it was completely different from what I was used to, but I fell in love with it. I love the...
So, the violence, the stylization, nothing about the story, nothing about the acting, nothing. Just the violence.
It's very much the DBZ thing of just like, I've never seen anything like this before, and it's basically gonna mold me for the next 6-7 years. I've never seen a superhero film this like dark and violent.
So that's all it just takes. Just some blood. Just some stylized...
Yes! Dude, people are pumping up Invincible and the boy the second coming, regardless if they were good or not. And I can tell you, regardless if they're good or not, because Justice League War is a whatever film. Justice League Dark about For whatever film.
But blood.
But blood and ripping people in half and clap.
Oh, dude, have you been on Twitter? The Demon Slayer. It is.
Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan is going
Nuts
nuts
like,
so
if
right
these
now.
ain't in your top 5 anime of all time, I don't know what you... I'm like, really? Really?
38 episodes, and it's one of the top anime in the
time.
history of the 60 years of anime.
This is the second coming of episode 9, dude.
19,
sorry. Yeah, it's just the second coming. It's because I keep seeing that
that
clip. I'm
same
just
shot, that same clip.
like, great. Fantastic. Hey, it is pretty. Stupidish though. No, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about pretty. Oh my goodness. Hey, Inosuke moved his heart. Are we going to talk about that? No.
It's cool.
I literally looked up Inosuke and heart. And I got like 4 results.
Was it cool?
No.
No. Somebody actually critically thinking on it.
4 results that actually pertain to the moment. Because people are just like, I love Inosuke with all my heart. And
that type of bullshit.
Filmmaking. I loved how cool all the characters were and could tell even at a young age that they were all flawed and some terrible people.
Is there a flawless character? I'm so tired of this flawed argument. It's like, unless it's like the flaws are like right beneath the surface, it doesn't count. If it's too beneath the surface, well, general audiences aren't going to be able to understand the flaws of the character. If it's too much on the surface, it's too on the nose with the flaws, we need a little bit more depth out of a character. It's gotta be the perfect thing, middle ground to do this. Every character has flaws.
I don't like how indifferent. I don't like how I would never praise a character for being flawed. That means nothing. Because like you said, most characters are flawed.
I can't think of a character that isn't. And I've been consuming media for some 25, 30 years.
I'm sure there is. I'm not gonna say that there isn't. I'm not going to say that they're the serious people who are serious about making characters. Because somebody be like, hey, here's my Mary Sue, and then they'll actually be a Mary Sue, and then nothing about them will be flawed.
Any character with any type of story behind them, 99% of the time is going to have flaws within the character.
Somebody getting angry is a flaw. Somebody making a mistake is a flaw. So
getting too angry and not holding back, and that's a flaw.
Being naive. But yeah, I wouldn't go, these characters are flawed. It's like, that's nothing to me. That means that's literally nothing.
That's everything. That's just like saying this cake was made with cake batter. It has flour. Okay?
This water is a liquid. It quenches my thirst. It didn't make me more thirsty.
This liquid is drinkable.
Yeah.
Age that they were all flawed and some terrible people. Yeah, I fell in love with Watchmen. At the time, I didn't really know who Zack Snyder...
I was just about to say these words are gonna send me to the moon.
We're at another Loverboy Media thing where it's just words on screen.
I'm glad this didn't catch on.
Are we sure it didn't?
Doesn't happen much.
It doesn't happen much in the anime community, and that's most of the stuff we do. I don't know how much of the Star Wars, Zack Snyder, Watchmen, DC, Marvel people do words on screen. Like, do the new rock stars do it?
Cosmo doesn't do it.
Okay.
Homeboy that we did with Wonder Woman,
High Top Film.
High Top didn't do it. Loverboy did. Yeah, I don't think that is super prevalent.
Good.
Yeah, because it's horrible. I don't need you to put Zack Snyder up next to the I know it. I've seen the movie. I've seen the dude. I know him. And if I didn't know that it was him, I could infer it.
At the time, I didn't really know who Zack Snyder was. I only began to learn about him once I realized he was...
So, Why would you? So you're saying that it is obvious that that's Zack Snyder, but you still felt the need to point out the fact that that is in fact Zack Snyder. You can't have it both ways.
He just did. And you know what? Joke now. Now it's funny.
No, this dude is not a comedic dude. You can tell by the tone of his voice. This is a serious video.
Sean is serious, but he has comedy bits.
That's more of a dry humor. It started out with that in Superman piano music. You telling me this is gonna come up with some yucks and some laughs? No!
You don't know what yucks could be presented here.
I know exactly what yucks could be presented here.
Who Zack Snyder was, I only began to learn about him once I realized he was directing Man of Steel. And I made the connection in my mind, oh right, he's the guy that directed this one movie I really enjoy. But also at the time, the Marvel Universe was in full effect. Man of Steel came out in 2013, the year after the Avengers. And we all thought this was DC's attempt to start their own cinematic universe. And it was wildly exciting for me, because again, I loved Watchmen, but I kept pushing my expectations on Man of Steel. It's gonna be like Marvel, right? This is like their first movie, their Iron Man, and then they're gonna build into the Avengers, the Justice.
That's your expectations.
And you've already presented a problem with that. I had no expectations of, oh, Man of Steel is the first stop for the Justice League. No. I just watched Man of Steel and did not enjoy it.
Because we don't know exactly what the production schedules were, but you say that this comes out a year after the Avengers, then, hey, it's not like it was aping off the coattails of the Avengers.
There's one correct way to do this one thing, and watching the movie when it came out...
How old were you when this came out? Because to have the mindset of, hey, this other movie studio now has to do this thing because there's one way to do it.
Because one other movie studio was successful in their way of doing it.
How old were you? This is not a mindset that makes a whole lot of sense.
I have to assume he was at least teens because, hold on, The Watchmen came out... film. 2009, so another 4 years.
And he did say his parents didn't want him to watch it
because he was young. So, and it was enough to recognize quote unquote flaws and terrible people. So 9, 10, and then 13, 14 when Man of Steel came out.
That makes sense. I'm trying to see anything.
Been around.
Yeah, ain't nobody helping me with age.
Nobody's helping me.
That's fine. We're not gonna get it.
Yeah. Let's just say he's currently early 20s.
Yeah, just date of birth January 21st. That means nothing to me. That doesn't help. Why would you? Okay, whatever.
I didn't get Marvel. I got this epic with a stoic character, scraps.
Stoic character Superman!
Yeah, it shouldn't have been.
Do you understand why that is not a clap?
This, of all people, this should not be the stoic one.
Unbelievable. I got this epic. Was Iron Man not epic? Was Thor not an epic?
He needs to be that up dude, because then if you just have him, that's why it's probably why he wasn't in Justice League a whole lot and talking to people and stuff.
Because what the story, the character you wrote, how does he interact with the Batman, with the Wonder Woman?
They're basically all just the same stoic person. So you just have 3 people of the same ilk bouncing off of each other. It's like, this isn't very interesting. That's why Superman needs to be the optimistic one, the dumb Boy Scout cheery one.
Get Marvel. I got this epic with a stoic character, scraps of comedy, and an all-around dark mood. It wasn't necessarily not what I wanted, but it wasn't what I expected.
subverted my expectations.
And set them on this ride of just like, oh, now we getting DC. This is the DC way of doing it. We're not.
Civil War is not a lesser movie in my mind because I didn't get what I wanted of Iron Man standing over Cap's dead body, nor the actual story of Civil War, where it's just like register and reveal yourself and all that stuff. I didn't cry about it because, oh, it's not what I expected, but I got something even better than what I expected. No, I did, or wanted. I didn't get the things I wanted, but it's still a good film to me.
Again, when praising something, I wouldn't go, this isn't what I expected.
Nor wanted.
But so that makes it even better.
How I saw the Superman character as well, and
because that's not Superman. Then simply that is a horrible rendition of it. Now people always go with this mindset of just, hey, it's comics. There's many different iterations of it, but there's always a central one. There's always defining traits of a character, of a moment, of all these things.
When someone says Superman, what are the first 5 things about Superman you think of?
And that's what it needs to be. Batman doesn't like guns. That needs to should be there, except for if you're Zack Snyder, he's
in Terminator.
Yeah. There are things that should be there because they're prevailing mindset. People have the mindset of these characters for all these years, and then it's for you to just go, nah, I ain't gonna do that. It's like, well, why not? Why exactly? Why not just do a whole nother character if you're not gonna do this thing that is set for some 80 years?
As I said, the Aquaman character would be fantastic in the Man of Steel film because he's very much caught between two worlds, his Atlantean one and his human ones, and he's very much an outcast in both of them. And that makes a lot of sense for who Aquaman is, and a lot of the times he's super stoic. This would be fantastic for that guy, not Superman.
I remember one of the lines that always pissed me off is after he talks to Jor-El, he goes back to his mom and goes, "Mom, I met my parents, my real parents." I'm like, bitch, if I was my kid, I would have broke my hand slapping that man. Just to be like, hey, I'm insulting you. I can't hurt you, but if I could, I would.
Birth parents, sir. Birth.
Some dude, some hologram.
Isn't what I expected. It's not really how I saw the Superman character as well, and ultimately I ended up disappointed. As of right now, in the present, I think the film's fine, but one of the reasons I genuinely didn't like the movie at the time was that so many people...
Ooh, at the time, I don't like that. That means your opinion has gone up.
He said that he thinks it's fine now.
Genuinely didn't like the movie at the time was that so many people around me were telling me this movie is mediocre, this movie is bad.
No, don't listen to the people around you. Formulate your own opinion. I don't like this movie because all these people are telling me so. No. You figure out what you feel about it. Don't just...
They can help inform you.
Yeah, but don't mold your opinion based upon other people going as mediocre as bad.
But it is mediocre and bad.
Yes, it is. But don't say that all these other people made me think that. You think that.
2016 rolls along, Batman v Superman is here, Batman kills, Superman is still dark, Lex Luthor is not faithful to the comics, everything's so weird, I could not understand. Why can't you be like Marvel?
Oh, my goodness.
The problem wasn't that it wasn't like Marvel. The problem was it wasn't faithful to the characters that were presented on the screen.
Yeah.
That is not Superman. That is not Batman. That is the problem.
Yeah, it's simply not a good film. That's
on top of being not good movie film. Bad job.
At this time, knew about the Snyder fandom and the certain toxic people who inhabited it. I made fun of how some of them praised Zack Snyder as a god. Well, of course it's just for fun, and yes, Snyder cultists, as they're called, should most definitely be clowned on a bit to humble them. There was something underneath. I was in a one-sided battle with Zack Snyder. I was in a fight that he did not know he was fighting.
This is the same thing as that other
Loverboy Media.
Loverboy! Why are people taking offense to these directors?
Like they've insulted them in some way.
Personally. Especially since he's just directing. He's setting up shots and stuff. There's editors, there's writers, there's screenwriters, DPs. Director of photography.
Yeah.
Don't chill out, everybody. It's not the after party.
Would have been a lot more of a fun set, I'll tell you that much.
But yeah, a lot goes into movie making. Mm-hmm. It's not just the director does everything.
Fight that he did not know he was fighting. I was thinking, how does this guy not get it? Why does this man not do what's literally been outlined for him?
See, you're still on the Marvel mindset. The issue is, how does this man not get Superman? How did this man not get Batman? That was the issue.
It's not just do this over here. Because you got a whole nother set of characters. So that means it's not just doing it. It's the storylines. So now you have to figure out a storyline in order for them all to come together. And it's not just, hey, this person's coming over here. They got a brother and blah, blah. No, you can't just wholesale lift everything. So even if they do the same thing of movie, all leading up to the Justice League, the movie still have to be at least good or competent enough. And that's also a problem. You have to have faith in them enough to be like, there it is. And also, this man is setting up, if you believe that they're setting up, this man is setting up the whole world, the whole cinematic universe. This is basically the
extended
end.
Universe.
This is the all coming together. Avengers is all coming together. This is the beginning. Are you telling me that this man is supposed to be like, hey, I'm going to take the reins of 8 movies all in a row? So, because that's what's going on over there. What did you want from Zack Snyder exactly?
He wanted Man of Steel to be Iron Man.
In what way? Because Iron Man is a very jokey character. He's arrogant.
More animated Superman, a more colorful film. He didn't want this dark bush.
Just say you don't want the dark bush. Don't say do it like Marvel. Say do it faithfully to the character, not this dark bush.
By Marvel. I was parroting what I heard everyone else say. This is bad because of all these reasons, and it should be like this.
What is the reasons? Are they What are the reasons? Are they still valid or are they invalid because people were just pointing out that it wasn't Marvel and it should have been Marvel?
You're parroting other people's opinions, but do you disagree with them? Could you refute these things now?
Say, this is bad because of all these reasons and it should be like this. There is a correct way to make art, and it's this way. I mean, when
that has nothing to do with what's going on.
There is a correct way to make art.
You are now planning a whole different thing because now he's going to turn that one little thing around into how do you tell an artist how to make their art?
So are you saying that he's fabricating a fictional set of events to create a problem to solve in this video?
Yes, a straw man, if you will.
Companies want to make universes and fail. That's because they don't follow the Marvel formula, right?
No, bad movie.
Bad movie.
The Mummy was a terrible movie. I mean, terrible.
Just it being colorful, that doesn't mean that it's going to be good. If the Mummy was colorful and happy and poppy, that wouldn't make it good.
It might have been. Because the first Mummy was like that. And that's
But is it good?
You know what? Good question. I would submit yes. I would submit the original Mummy was a good film.
I would submit that you table that until you rewatch it.
Sure.
But the movie has to be good.
The issue was that Marvel made a good movie and then they snuck a little thing at the end and went, hey, we really could do that.
People
they had
are
no
interested.
plan.
People are talking.
They had no plan for, hey, this Iron Man movie is gonna lead to the Avengers. They had no plans for that. The Mummy here already
They walk
showing.
in, they go, we got a plan. We're coming in here to set up a universe. They had a big sit down. Here's all the monster movie universe Here's Johnny Depp and here's...
They had Dr. Jekyll in this movie.
So they have the plan. But you just
thing
want it to be
happened
colorful?
And it happened in Bats v Supes where it was just like, it's
All
all,
right, it's
gotta
coming
lead to
together.
something.
Was it better because of it? It had more jokes, a little more lighthearted. This is horrible.
Hell, I just want Zack Snyder, the guy that inspired me in 2009, to be loved, to be in a spot where people can enjoy his work. So why?
To be in a spot where he's loved and people love his work? Why would you want that? I want Zack Snyder to make good films.
Because Browntable was inspired by Zack Snyder.
And?
Wait a second. He said that he was inspired by him to, what did he say, better learn to critique movies?
I guess.
But then he let other people's opinions influence what he thinks about later films?
I guess.
Does he just not make a Marvel movie?
Okay, stop this. I'm sick.
Are you
sick
talking
of
about
it.
the words? Are you talking about the Marvel movie argument?
Hey, both. Hey, both. No, the words first and foremost.
Dude, we
It's
are
not
less than
adding
3 minutes
anything.
in. You know there's gonna be 1,000
Of
more
course,
words.
but it's not adding anything. It's not stylistic.
It is stylistic.
It's not adding any sort of like drama or emphasis to
Don't
the
you see
words.
the black of white?
This is a whole.
Hey, if you had never heard this, what's his argument? Oh, the words on screen? I did. Maybe you was supporting
Not a Marvel movie. So what? What do you mean not a Marvel?
Now we can learn what he's talking about.
Okay, so now let's pivot over to the Marvel movie thing. Shut up.
Spot where people can enjoy his work. So why does he just not make a Marvel movie? In 2017, I got what I asked for.
NordVPN.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Before we get to part 2, let's talk about today's sponsor that
NordVPN is a quality VPN, y'all.
I likes it.
I enjoys it.
They steal your information, but they protect me from the high seas. So.
Oh yeah, we ain't got a single one of them muffin letters yet.
here,
Good
and
stuff.
it was not. It seems like the Justice League is here, and it was not what I expected. It has more attempts at comedy, it was a lot brighter than Zack's usual work, it was definitely unexpected, but of course that was because Joss Whedon finished Snyder's film. At the
Oh.
time,
Okay, so you didn't do any sort of research. You didn't look up anything. You didn't hear any interviews. You didn't see that he was finishing up, and they were just like he's touching up some things. You didn't see any of that, so you expected just the dourness. As you got the Avengers man in here, what did you expect him to do? You bring in Joss Whedon for this exactly. You bring in, because you could have just got anybody to just finish it up. If you're just like, we need 3 more months of filming, you film it, whatever.
Yeah, they definitely wanted Joss Whedon to make Joss Whedon Presents Avengers: Justice League.
Snyder left the project because of a personal tragedy, and what was the result of the film that was finished is what I now call the Justice League. I honestly...
You now call cool.
Yep. Personally. When did this? Oh, it had to come out this year with everybody.
10
was
months
calling
ago.
it the Justice League. So this isn't a you thing. Yes, 10 months ago. Yeah, this don't act like you made this. How's your Patreon doing, my mans? I hope not well.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can. He doesn't put in quality work, so he shouldn't be rewarded for it.
Quality is in the eye of the beholder.
Yes, of course, it always is.
Okay, so how many beholders does he have?
58.
That is not a lot of beholders.
He's trying to get 300 Patreons for a goal, 800 Patreons and another goal, 1,500.
What are the goals?
For 300 Patreon, I'll definitely live stream and watch Ant-Man and the Wasp and Die Inside. For 800 Patreons, I'll try to I'll definitely live stream. And this one is, I'll try to make Browntable a website to integrate videos in an attempt to separate from YouTube and becoming its own thing. So now you're hey, well, for 800 Patreons, you get the benefit of coming to a proprietary website that may or may not work as well as YouTube.
I can see doing that if you release on your website like a week early from YouTube.
Sure.
But you should still keep your YouTube.
1,500, I'll definitely, buy a fursuit and try to hug strangers in the city I reside in.
Oh, do not do that.
Yeah, don't. Browntable will become a full-time occupation. Shut up, Triton. I'll try to, make videos weekly and hire editors. 1,500 Patreons.
For editors?
For an editor?
What, even at, I guess, dollar tier? $1,500.
No, 1,500 Patreons.
Yeah,
so
but at dollar
even
tier.
if basic, we get 1,500 people.
Mm-hmm.
That's still
$1,500.
Yeah, no, that's more than enough to get an editor. That should be the $800 one.
Yeah, editors. I guess it's per work hour. So, but then he's not putting out a lot of. It's not like long form. It's probably 2 to 3 hours of work.
I'll check the video length after this. The last one for 3,000 patrons, I'll try to push animation on the channel, hiring freelance animators most likely. We'll prepare to move from Patreon to Browntable website, kind of like Rooster's Teeth having members.
You cannot be a Rooster Teeth. That was a monster. They are a monster.
Yeah. Okay, so 4 months ago was his last video over 30 minutes. 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's mostly 10s and 15s. No, couples react. That doesn't take a whole lot of editing. Yeah, it's just 10s and 15s. That's 3 hours of work. You cash out the editor. What, $40?
Depends on the work. I doubt it's 40. It's probably closer to like 150.
You think?
$50 an hour for editing. That seems about right. Then again, you could probably go on Fiverr and try to.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm thinking that the editors will be happy to get what they get.
No, definitely not. They're working.
Yeah, but they're like, hey, I'm getting work. So would you accept $40 for an editing job like this? Put words on the screen?
It depends on how intricate it is. For this, definitely. But I'm employed elsewhere. If this is my job, I would not accept $40. Then again, if you're working, let's say $25 an hour, and you take on 10 projects a week, that's a nice little nut. A collective like 30 hours of work for $25 an hour, that's a nice little nut.
Okay.
Do pro video editing for your YouTube or vlog starting at $10. 3 days delivery, 1 provision. Up to 15 minutes of footage provided, up to 1 minute running time. Okay, so that's 1 minute. So $10 for every 1 minute you do. That's a lot. This one is Cuz joins basic editing, 5 minutes or gigabytes. So $10 for every 5 minutes. So $40 for a 20-minute video. Motion graphics, color grading. You can subscribe for 3 months and save 5% every month from your second order.
Hi, I'm looking to hire an editor for my Fortnite channel. Requirements, blah, blah, blah. DM me your recent works. $100 per video. So that person's paying a little bit more.
Unlimited minutes of footage provided, up to 15 minutes running time, color grading, sound design and mixing, motion graphics, thumbnail included, and subtitles for $60.
Yeah, see, so they're not making a whole lot.
And this dude is getting 300K a video. It's sponsored by NordVPN. You can definitely throw a 60 ball at somebody for good editing.
Absolutely, and especially if it's this. Okay, so this is more than likely Browntable just editing it.
No, I wouldn't assume so.
If he just goes, hey, here's my normal style, do this, but jazz it up a little bit. They could
make some things swing on the screen. mask Captain America's face over thing. Why can't you just make Marvel and it's the Justice League, but it's mask faces of the Avengers? Do some like that, yeah.
17-minute video outside of the NordVPN sponsorship, 15-minute video, 16-minute video. Again, something like this.
That's $60 for that, yeah.
What, 3-4 hours maximum?
If even that, because he's basically just laying down clips and then going, here's some text.
Yeah, you really need to just download 2 movies and about 4 movies: Justice League, Man of Steel, Avengers, Batman v Superman, a couple interviews from Zack Snyder just to pepper me in every now and again. Joss Whedon. You look up a couple pictures on the internet. Yeah, about 3 or 4 hours. $60. I mean, that's
a good little nut.
That's
$20
some groceries.
That's $20 an hour. That's not bad.
Pretty easy.
Speaking of, what do we need for groceries? Y'all mums is not telling me.
Well, you didn't say anything.
Check our Discord.
Did you put it in the Discord?
Twice.
Really? What happened? I ain't going. Oh, look at that. Oh, why didn't I get that? Why didn't I see that? That's odd.
That's why I did it twice. I'm like, did they not just see the first one? Did they just blow through it? All right, let me see that boy again.
Okay. I can excuse the 12 a.m. one because my phone died in the middle of the night, and when I wake it up, notifications are gone. I'll say that. The 4 o'clock one? Whatever.
And Chris had come in like 40 minutes after I sent that, and I'm like, he's not saying anything either?
Chris was always here.
See? What's going on? Chris!
Look at that peak.
Whatever. It all gets washed in the posts effects. I need to look up, I need to actually work on doing a voice meter banana or whatever to do the pre-processing of our voices as opposed to the post. Because we sound very different through Discord than I want to. We sound way more mechanical. I'm not a fan of it. Chris!
Yeah, away from the mic. He's probably asleep. You know him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, well.
We thought the movie was gonna be good. Like, holy shit, the director of the 2 Avengers movies was finishing Justice League. Hooray, right? But sadly, that...
He can only do so much.
Yeah.
He had most of the footage. He reshot a few things and slapdash together a completed film.
He's finishing it. He's not making his own movie.
Oh my goodness. Death.
Just that dry throat.
My throat's so dry. Now this is some woof. $350. 15 minutes of footage, up to 1 minute of running time.
Who you think you are?
6 years of working as a professional editor and filmmaker.
That might just be for intros and stuff like that.
Maybe he shoots the footage too? No, footage provided. I will edit your footage to a professional video ad. So this is the type of stuff he does. Let's blow that up a little. Sorry, y'all don't get to see this. Oh, dude,
well, I'm sorry, pimpin'. This ain't worth it. You got a car moving across the street. This ain't worth it. You're not doing anything. I was doing them squares when I was 14.
I said this so many times, but it's so funny that rappers and trailers in the past like 5 years have started using techniques that editors were using, like A&B editors was using like 15 years ago.
That was not the case. For about a day after watching the movie, I thought maybe this movie was better than Man of Steel or Batman v Superman. But eventually I realized, no, I'm insane. Justice League was a mess. It was muddled, confusing, the tone was everywhere, and ultimately I thought it was the worst DCEU film other than Suicide Squad. That is
far from it.
Yeah. I would note the original Bats v Soups pre-theatrical cut was much, much worse. Of course, Suicide Squad is much, much worse. Man of Steel is above Justice League. I'd put it above there.
Probably just above it.
Yeah.
It has less problems, but it has less good things.
If Justice League is top of C, Man of Steel is bottom of B. Put it like that.
In terms of DCEU film.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like
no.
film quality overall.
No. It's sad, there's only one S tier in DCEU film, and that's the Suicide Squad. They got hosed at the Oscars.
Did they now?
Hosed. They weren't even in the category for best visual effects.
Oh, wow.
You know what was? Free Guy.
That was a good movie.
No, it wasn't.
From what I hear.
You heard wrong.
Allegedly.
Completely.
wow. And I thought, oh man, this is totally Warner Brothers' fault. They interfered, and it was not just...
That one scene, minus the Jelly Lip, is better than 80% of the stuff that's come out of the Snyderverse.
Legitimately.
So man, just answering dumb kid questions of some dumb kids.
Taking the time for a dumb kid and their dumb kid question. Good stuff here. More of this. Less of in him walking around in a black suit for some reason.
Him in a cornfield with Lois just like, I love you?
Whedon's fault at all. Now we know Whedon played a role, but at the time, I didn't know. And once Snyder fans understood that Whedon had scrapped a lot of scenes from Snyder's original vision of the film...
There's no choice but to! What else could you do? You're not gonna have the hot dog scene.
That scene is horrendous.
It does nothing for anybody. Not the characters, not the world, only for the future.
Not even for the future. Well, yes, for the future. But it's gross. Just a super speed pushing her hair out her face is gross.
Nah, you don't.
It's creepy as...
It's pretty creepy. So yeah, you have... It's a 4 hour movie, 4.5 hour movie. Of course you're gonna cut down a bunch of stuff. All the stuff that need to be filmed. I'm surprised they didn't come up to him like, Zach, you've been filming this movie for some 12 months. That's kind of long. You got 4 hours of footage?
No, you don't. It's legitimately shocking. Well, a lot of the new footage for the new Zack Snyder Justice League was shot at, but it's amazing how short filming actually is for a film. So it's like 5-6 weeks sometimes. I'm just like, this feels like it should take 8 months.
Them with new ones. Things got heated. They started demanding a Snyder cut of the film, some harassed and bullied, while others just passionately supported Snyder's work. And the pleas for a Snyder cut kept going for I think about 3
I have a cut. It's done. $70 million in additional scenes and reshoots. Oh, so did you adding stuff?
Yep.
Oh, so it wasn't done. Or it was done, but you're just like,
This isn't the Snyder cut, y'all.
No, it's not.
It's Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's a whole different monster. It's a lot of the same things he used from his original cut and a lot of new scenes he shot specifically for this.
Zack eventually confirmed there was a nearly 5-hour-long version of the Justice League film, and a Snyder cut did indeed exist. But at that point, I feel like a lot of people, including myself, wrongfully so, thought, you're lying. It doesn't exist.
It technically didn't. It technically doesn't. Where is it? Because it's not what we got.
That existed. That's somewhere out there.
That 5-hour boy?
Yes. I'm sure he cut down some things and then added some more stuff.
Okay, then.
Thus making it.
Why wasn't that just released?
Why not?
Why would WB go, here's another 70 mil to do another?
We don't need you in the director's chair. Just finish up the green screens and stuff like that. Was there any shots that somebody wasn't available for this day? Hey, get them in there, but there's no new stuff. There's no added stuff. And then he just starts adding stuff. No, that's not. So, because I always said this. I'm like, when it was coming out, I was like, it can't be worse because now he has unlimited time. Not unlimited time. He has more time. He has the people. He has money. He has the fan outcry. So you can be like, hey, what did people not like about this movie? Even though he said that he has not seen the Justice League. But you can go, what did people not like about this? What are people expecting? What did people like from other movies? You can cater things to what people are liking. Since you're just adding stuff that weren't in your original vision.
But he added stuff that he wanted to add.
Sure.
Not whatever the fans were saying, because whatever, it's my vision.
And also the stuff that Warner Brothers just forced upon him.
At the time, the DC Extended Universe was in shambles. Wonder Woman at the time was the best DC film. They were going in a new direction past Snyder, with Aquaman being a lot more fun, as well as Shazam. Shazam ended up being one of my favorite DCEU films. Still director focused, but not as dark as before. So why?
Darkness has nothing to do with it. A good film, let it be dark. A bad film, it's not helped by being dark. It's not hurt by being dark.
No,
it's a good movie. It's a funny movie. It's got a pretty good story. It's got good characters.
It's got
all this
issues,
stuff.
Of course.
Oh yes, of course. But just going, hey, it's not dark, so good. No, that's not the reason.
We retrace our steps and release an old movie.
Steps.
That does not look as good as I originally thought.
Oh, it looks terrible.
Yeah.
It looks horrible.
That does not look great.
Release an old movie, which we wouldn't be able to consider canon. And as 3 years passed and Snyder fans got louder, my pessimism grew. I was tired of Zack Snyder. Finally, the Snyder Cut got announced. As more information on what happened to Zack Snyder came to light, how Warner Brothers didn't trust him anymore, how Joss Whedon butchered his work and Snyder just had to let him do his thing, I started to contemplate the creative process. How yes,
what?
The creative process.
Why would you contemplate this as a film critic? I don't give a the process you went through. Did you bring me a good film?
Yeah. Because everybody's going to have their story about what happened on set. And, hey, Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot walks up and just goes, I have some ideas for Wonder Woman. And Joss Whedon goes, no. He says that, she says this. We don't know exactly what's going on here. So we can't really take the creative process into consideration unless we have a complete and total documentary about exactly what happened.
Oh, dude, I am so sad that Death on the Nile is reportedly very good, but so many reviewers are just like, tuck collar because of the cast. Gal Gadot with her in supporting of, I can't remember exactly who, but Bad People. And Shuri with her anti-vax Bush. Some dude that was basically into necrophilia. Dude, it's ugly.
All right.
It's ugly.
The film of a generation.
And people are like, it's so good, but color.
Movies are group efforts, but most of how a movie ends up is all down to the director of the film.
No, it's not. Nope. It's really not.
Hey, you know those Marvel movies you love so much? So many directors left Marvel projects because they had no real voice in it. It was just supposed to be done the way Marvel wanted. Mm-hmm. So who was it up to?
What if a director says, I want this person, and then this person rocks up? That's the casting director's job to hire people.
What if a director shoots everything, has a vision for it, and then on the editing block, they go, no, we're going to do something totally different. Like Suicide Squad. They shot a whole film, a film they wanted. They had their cut. They went and, we're going to have somebody else create a cut. And then they went, we're going to combine the two cuts.
So
what did the director do there?
And he's sitting there going, I have a cut. Nobody.
Did you see his in Joker? That's why.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That's why.
The director does a lot, but it doesn't come completely down to the director.
Big blockbusters don't work like that. There's committees. There's so much money involved that a director cannot lose money. If there's money at stake, you have to play it safe. I thought about how if I had a dream project, an idea, a film, a series I wanted to make, I didn't want to have it sullied by someone who didn't understand my vision.
Then, Snyder, you should not sign on to the WB product in Man of Steel Superman, knowing that there's gonna be a lot of finger in them pies.
Don't walk up and be like, hey, I'm continuing the Harry Potter story, and then be like, hey, why are people not letting me tell my story? If you want to tell your story, you gotta self-publish. You gotta do your own.
You gotta do that
thing.
M. Night bullshit, where he's got his own in studio, directing his own film, writing them, editing them. He's making the films he wants to make. That's what you gotta do.
Or you gotta have enough clout being somebody like Batman man Nolan. Yeah, you gotta have that amount of clout to just go, yeah, I'm just gonna make this big dumb Wall Street story and Bane's gonna be in there and it's horrible. Oh no.
$1 billion, so
If I was to change my ideas, it would be on my own terms. I would ask. I would not be forced. I think making Interstellar Ranger Commence really changed the way I view things. Making something for years now.
Is this my hero?
That is. I think that's a cartoon on. Yeah, the eyes. It's the eyes.
Yeah. He basically said making this, so he apparently makes cartoons.
Or this is just stock footage.
He said working on or making.
I think making Interstellar Ranger Commence really changed the way I view things.
I think making Interstellar Ranger Commence. We're looking it up, y'all. Interstellar
Ranger Commence. Yep, official trailer. 1 year ago. Let's take a look.
That's the Ranger ship. The Ranger ship.
Sure it is.
A Browntable anime.
Right?
I'll make you proud.
Ooh. Doesn't look great.
He's probably going for that Ruby
I'm
stuff.
just happy to have 2 new friends.
Are we already friends?
Oh gosh.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Cosmos Academy. From here on out, there's gonna be a little more respect.
My father gave her.
I'm sorry.
That person's
Hold on.
voice was
Hold on.
horrible.
Can we go back a little?
I know.
Everyone,
Nope.
welcome to Cosmos
I just want to make sure.
From here on out, there's gonna be a little more respect.
Boob physics.
Yeah, you didn't see that the first time.
Terrible. He knows the audience.
Ben Diskin, no.
My father gave her the chance to come into the school. Said Griffin had potential, whatever that means. I don't want this. I don't deserve it.
How in the hell are you a class representative when you only care about yourself?
What is this story about?
Shut up.
I'm looking for Hope Griffin.
Must be nice.
That was
Sir!
not.
Can we get a take 2?
That was
Sir!
not a real
No,
good
my
line.
mic broke. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
That was not a good.
Okay,
line.
we're gonna have to recast you. No, please. That was his brother or something.
Yeah, bro, I got you a job. 1 sec.
How in the hell are you a class representative when you only care about yourself?
I'm looking for Hope Griffin.
Must be nice to be you, being the son of a famous ranger.
Why do people keep saying... You have no idea what I've gone through to get here.
Dude, I'm sorry. Can we pause this real quick? This is uber generic.
Oh, absolutely.
And again, generic is not good nor bad. It just is. This is like a film student's project. in college where they just need this, and they're probably gonna get a B on this.
If somebody was just like, "Hey, make an anime story," and they just went, "You got it, boss." I'm waiting for somebody to have a special eye. The fact that a single person with a small team instead of an anime studio has the capability to produce a series with high expectations is amazing. Respect.
Stop with the expectations.
Respect to the Chaz who worked hard to make this. Looking forward to the series.
Kill him.
If Itsuki can handle it, then she should be able to too.
I never once thought of you as someone real. Someone who could get hurt like me. Arigatou gozaimasu.
You don't know what a rain.
People who watch anime should not make anime.
It depends on if you can understand critically what makes an anime good.
I'll go American people.
I won't even
show
say
you.
that. Because I think you can rock with it if you understand character growth, progression, those types of things.
I can't wait for you to watch Ruby. I can't. This is one step away from Ruby.
Oh, dude, no.
So that begs the question. What are you...
Special eyes! This bastard got special eyes! No! No! Yes? No! I'm not!
Like me.
Homeboy literally got special eyes!
So that begs the question. What are you actually doing here?
夢なんです。小さい時からの。It's like you want me to hate you. Or it's like you hate me.
My friends could die. My friends.
I can't control my flames.
These are not good line reads, y'all.
When I was their age, I thought being a ranger was going to be rough, but tons of fun.
Can you imagine? It'll be such an adventure.
Hey, that looked pretty good.
Okay, but it was just in Detroit Smash. That transformation looked good.
How'd you do that?
It's a long story.
I'm sorry. Are we still beholden to this time frame, sir? In 2 months, will we get to see the splendor of Interstellar Ranger Commence? What a horrible name. 4K.
I was thinking, is that the European way of doing it where day, month, year?
No.
But no, it would have 04, 02, or just 402, blah, blah, blah.
Hope Griffin leaves her high school in Yokohama for Cosmo Academy, an elite school in space, to train to become an Interstellar Ranger. There, she will face danger, suffer heartbreak, and find purpose. Her adventure has only just begun.
This ain't it.
You don't think so?
This ain't it.
You can buy merch.
Of what? I haven't seen it.
You buy a Hope t-shirt.
How much?
$23.
No.
Look at it.
Bro, those are cafe press where you took a poster and threw it on a t-shirt.
Again, I say, hey, he got t-shirts.
We ain't got t-shirts.
So, blessings upon him for doing this. I hope it turns out well for him.
Yes, I hope it prospers, but I also hope he gets better at writing if this is the level of writing he's at.
Yes. Because this is very poor. Very, very poor. It is.
I would also hope if he does get better that he either instructs the people doing those voice lines or hires different actors, because a lot of those line reads were not it. They were very flat.
Yeah. I was going through the, because he's got a full cast list.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through it. I'm like, all right, well, I see anybody that I know. Maybe get somebody from Team 4-Star. I'm sure that they'll help out with a.
You can do voiceactors.com or whatever.
Yeah. That's where
Scott
Cawthon gets a whole lot of his people, and they're good. I can't think of a bad performance.
Yeah, Vanny was killing it.
I love her. She was great. And she did she was Vanny, the kid, and the wolf. But yeah, this is just a bunch of people where I'm like, you know what? Maybe he did do that. And that's why we're like, okay, these are just a bunch of dudes. Could also just be friends and stuff.
It could be that it's a bunch of dudes that were at the lower level of what he needed to pay to get those dudes. Because maybe he's just like, all right, even if this fails, it's not too much of a sunk cost if I get, $200 voice actors as opposed to $800 voice actors or whatever.
But my dude, voice actors, I know they're not expensive, especially online voice actors. You can get them for 30 minutes of recording, which is, it has to be at least an episode or two. $100? For a main character?
Yeah, you're only reading your lines.
Side characters, hey, it's me, whatever. $30, $40. I am woefully unaware about how much things cost on the internet. Please educate me if I'm wrong, but this is just what I'm assuming.
Here, you know what? Maybe there's some, on Fiverr, there's some voice clips so we can see. Fiverr voiceover. Freelance voice actors. This dude starting at $5. $5 every 100 words.
That's a lot of words.
If you're looking for that professional sound from a pro voice actor with a pro studio, then I'll be happy to work on your project.
This is him.
I can deliver most projects in under 24 hours, 7 days a week. I also offer VIP delivery if you need it right away. So take a listen to my demo, and please contact me with any questions. Experience perfect color with Samsung's QLED TV. Featuring reinvented quantum dot technology, improved off-angle viewing, and with a boundless 360-degree design, it brings every scene to life. Samsung QLED convenient. Dunkin' Donuts' incredible new latte. It's rich, it's creamy, and it's so much easier. Escape on a fantasy unlike anything you've ever imagined. A Disney Cruise Line vacation. Start planning today and set sail on a dream.
$5 every 100 words.
100 words for that? Get in there. Let's have him do a channel trailer. Dude got a good voice.
Yeah, you know what? We might hire this dude. This dude's $10 for every 150 words.
Please continue to hold. We'll be with you shortly. New at McDonald's. Totally chill, arctically delicious, a slushy sensation. All things you'll think about McDonald's new Minute Maid slushies.
This dude's $10 for 150 words,
Dude,
y'all.
Come on now. So they're out there. You can get people.
All right, let's hear the woman.
See the battery above Sam's head? That's her ego. And it's charged by willpower, the part of her psyche that shapes her self-image.
I can rock with that.
Right. I've seen your kind a million times. You never win. I'm not placing any bets on you.
I love that you've come to my party. Now we can start to have real fun.
There is a strength inside of you. I wish you'd have more faith in yourself.
So let me get this straight. You want to take me bowling?
Don't move. Please. Stay still. Does it
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
They're out there.
They're out there.
Pay these muffs.
That could, you know what? That's some rockin' voices.
But he got.
Looking for Hope Griffin.
But this is who he got. And you put this dude in the trailer. I'm sorry, dude, but that wasn't a good line read.
I would have did that $10 Fiverr 100 ball, 100 words. You could have got a bunch of words out of this. That was 5 words. You could have had another 95 words out of this dude.
One episode, you go, okay, put it in there, $5-10 per person. This looks to be about, in the description, about 20 people.
20 people, $10. You might need to do 30 for some of the people with more lines, 50 an episode or so. You could probably get a competent voice cast for about $1,500, if even that.
All up.
20 people, $1,500.
And this is just like, hey, because not everybody.
And that NordVPN sponsorship probably paid for that.
Class 1A, not everybody's talking every episode.
No.
So you can cut down people per episode, and you could probably cut that down to
you probably got
13 people.
4 main voices you need to rock out. And that'll be the bulk of your cost. It feels very much like that Chancellor that was just like, I'm looking for Hope Griffin is absolutely a friend.
Absolutely.
And again, we're not trying to disrespect whoever worked on that project. We're just saying the line reads on a lot of those were pretty flat. And if it's just a bunch of your friends, you can find voice actors at a good price. If it's a bunch of voice actors that you did vet and buy, you potentially should have either directed them a little harder instead of just like, here's your lines, just send them over to me, do some back and forth. If it costs more, do more. Like,
especially if you're gonna put that in the trailer, because this is a pretty menacing dude. It's like, oh, is this dude gonna be this is your intrigue? Is this dude gonna be the main villain? Is he's looking for Hope Griffin? He's pretty mean looking dude. So this is a dude that you're gonna want to be invested in, and I'm not gonna be invested in him with that line read.
We spent a lot of time on that.
A little too much time, I'd say.
Making something for years now really helps put things in perspective. I don't want my vision to be compromised, but what makes me so special?
I honestly feel like you could have done with an editor. Somebody to look over that work and help ghostwrite it and throw some ideas at you.
When you're writing, animating, and directing, you're too close to the project. You need somebody to be like, hey, you need somebody in there telling you if something doesn't work out.
There's a subreddit for people that like to write and self-publish authors called beta readers, where they will you'll be like, here's my work, here's how many words it is, who wants to read it, they'll read it, and they will not hold back on whatever they're saying. They will go, this is complete, change all of this, do this. That's what you need. You need somebody this is as objective to your work.
Yes.
Not a friend, hey, look over my script. Not somebody you've hired, hey, look over my script. Somebody that's over to the side that knows nothing about what's going on.
Will not sugarcoat it.
And will not sugarcoat what they will say to you.
Because somebody goes, this could be changed a little bit. That's non-committal. So you're like, well, if they're not really too worried about it, I shouldn't be too worried about it. So I probably won't even change it. But if somebody goes, yo, that line read, hold on, homie.
Is that what they did? Send that back to them and go, can you emote a little bit more? Can you be a little more elated and
angry or something? Send me 3 of them. Send me like a very neutral, send me an angry one, and then send me a furious one.
Now here's and that could work because you're looking at something like, those are my friends out there. My friends. What was he feeling in that moment? I don't know what the character is supposed to be feeling. Is it supposed to be feeling angry, indignation? I have no idea because it was read so flatly that I don't know what you're trying to convey through your work. And it's in the trailer.
Words mean a whole lot in anime and not even just in anime, in animation, even in normal movies, inflection, tone, all these things. And especially when it's
performances matter a lot.
Yeah. But especially with quick little snippets, and this is all we're getting, it's like, oh man, those are his friends out there. I need to show that this dude really cares about his friends.
Hey y'all, I might legit hire somebody for a channel trailer. That was very good line reading.
There's some good people out there, it seems.
That was some good.
There's some good and this dude's like, hey Samsung, and then you're like, hey, pay me $5, I'll read whatever.
You got the 10 spot for me, bro? I got 150 words for you.
So no one's vision should be compromised. If the movie ends up shit, if the show ends up shit, then let it be shit. At least it's 100% the artist's work. Uncompromised.
I don't know. That's not. I'm not looking for that. I don't care if it's the artist's work. It has nothing to do with my enjoyment. I'm sitting here watching this. I'm not gonna sit there and go, yeah, this is what he wanted. Good for him. And just walk out of the theater like that. No, this is wasting my time.
On top of that, with the whole if it's let it be 100% of the artist. If you're working with a big like studio like Warner Brothers, a big publisher, there's no way it's gonna be 100% of yours. Cause you see all those producer credits, you see all those writer credits, you see all those editor credits. That is not all saying Zack Snyder.
Especially since this isn't just a one-off movie. This is a continuation of things coming before and leading towards the future. So people are gonna be like, hey, we need to set up this, this, and this. Because a lot of people are going to watch this and less people are going to watch Flash. So if we set up Green Lantern and Flash, less people are going to see it. So let's send them up here. No, I don't want to. My vision. You're not going to get that unless you're somebody like Nolan. Making a stinker like Tenet.
Even Zack Snyder's Justice League isn't 100% his vision because Martian Manhunter had to be sure
isn't.
Unyielding. And so now I found myself wanting to support this man. I also started seeing...
Wow! Because of my own creation and wanting to be 100% of my art, I wanted him to get the chance to do 100% of his art.
I want to support him now.
No! You know what? I support Zack Snyder getting to make the film he wanted to make. I supported that. That was the beginning, and yes. I clapped good for him that he got to do it. That was now the beginning and end.
Now let's watch the movie. Oh, man, this is long.
Oh, man.
Why do we need them in sniffing the sweater and singing? Cut that. Cut.
But you don't understand. It's an old Nordic song.
Get that out of here.
Man of Steel and Batman v Superman not as comparisons to Marvel, not through the lens that I wanted to see them through, but I saw them the way Zack wanted them to be seen. And honestly, they're not my favorite movies, but I started to enjoy them a lot more.
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care that I never watched Man of Steel like, why is it this like Captain America? I did say that the character of Superman was compared to Captain America because they understood Captain America and Zack didn't understand Superman. That's I said in comparison to Marvel, but not strictly why isn't the tone just Marvel tone?
But then I understood Zack Snyder, so I liked it a little bit more.
I understood what he was going for. I understood what he wants to do. I understand what he wants to do. I don't like it. I think it's bad filmmaking.
Simple as that.
And so, with much anticipation,
It's so funny that so many of these people are so against style over substance, but that's specifically what Zack Snyder does. He's stylistic, and that's what clicks in people's mind. And the substance is so surface level bullshit of angst and dark and humanity and blah, 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 that anybody can consume it, and they think they're intellectuals based off of it.
A big example is the Aquaman jumping into the water scene while he's drinking. And Zack Snyder's like, there is a king, and it's Josh in this heavy rock music, and it's awesome, and you go, yeah! Like, these are two totally different things y'all going for. And people will look at Zack Snyder like, yeah, there is a king, and I feel sorry for Aquaman, and that's not what I want to, but people want that.
And they clapped.
For the inevitable 4-hour journey I would put myself through, and I pressed play. I loved the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I be hearing the same.
No. I don't see how you could. There has to be fatigue.
I can see how you could. Oh, there's absolutely going to be fatigue, but people break it up as you're meant to break it up. This is part 1, 2, and 3. That's when I watch it.
I honestly don't see how you could love that.
I love that Zack got to do what he wanted.
Absolutely.
And then the film is watched, and I go, this is poopy.
This scene that he showed when he goes, I loved it. I guess this is something that he wants to showcase. Let's not forget, Wonder Woman splattered people's brains around just across the walls. She evaporated a man. And then a little girl goes, "Can I be like you?" And she goes, "You can be whatever you want, except for me, because I am a goddess."
Kind of
How
surprising.
can she be like you, Wonder Woman? Don't put that in her mind. That you are telling her a falsity. You're going, "Yeah, you can be like me." You can't. Unless you get into some sort of horrible and toxic accident. And if you did be like me, don't be like me, because I'm splattering people's brains across the wall.
In front of children.
In front of children! The man is slowly reloading his gun, and you don't super speed up to him. You let him reload the gun, and then you and block him with your wristbands? Stop him! What are you doing?
Loved the Snyder Cut. It's kind of surprising to say. It wasn't the fact that I had seen someone's vision come to life, though that was really helpful. It wasn't the fact that I was in love with all of Snyder's work now or something like that, because that's not true. The movie was just good. There's a...
No, it was not. It was a mess.
I like that there was just zero conversation about, "Hey, thank you, Mama Kent, for getting me out of my funk when you came over to visit me and told me to get back to the Daily Planet and stop mourning over Superman." And she just goes, "I didn't do that, because that was Martian Manhunter." So that conversation needs to be had, but we're not having that conversation. We need to get that black suit on.
difference between this film and Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. It's that our heroes were hopeful again. Superman was able to inspire. He died.
Who did he inspire?
Flash looks at the camera and goes, "Superman inspired me to be a Superman." So Flash, we never saw any of that. We never saw why exactly he inspired him. When it came down to it, Flash is a coward, and he goes, "I just pushed people." So no, that was the Justice League. Yeah, but when it comes down to it, a giant rocket's falling down, and he doesn't save those people. So it's not exactly like he's saving a whole bunch of people. He's just in his own little dumb cave. Instead of, "I'm just gonna be Flash," he goes, "I'm gonna be a dog walker for $6 an hour."
Inspiring. Not just
I am going to die. There will be nothing left of me after this video.
How could that be? It's good. Hopeful. Inspiring. Was hopeful on the screen? I don't think hopeful was on screen. But good. Inspiring.
Superman was able to inspire. He died inspiring. Not just people.
No, he just died.
Yeah.
What people took from it, it wasn't like he sacrificed himself for a bunch of people that were around him or something. He just died taking out a big monster.
So stupidly. Because Wonder Woman can fly and is not affected by kryptonite.
He's my hero.
But Batman.
He was my hero.
You see? He inspired somebody. The one person he did. That's the one example that
of the entirety of the Justice League.
Batman had relinquished the side of himself that operated purely on what's rational and has started operating on faith. This scene made me lose my mind.
What makes you so sure? Faith, Alfred.
The difference from Justice League is night and day.
But then his immediate plan is, y'all go over there, I'm going over there to die. Faith?
Rational.
The story is actually engaging. The mother boxes make total sense.
Pause. Actually engaging.
As opposed to falsely engaging.
Falsely, yes, indeed.
The mother boxes actually make sense in what way, sir? Can you please explain your points?
How did they not make sense in the Justice League?
What is engaging about the story now?
The story is actually engaging. The mother boxes make total sense. And while a bit slow at times, and while...
Cool.
He's got 8 minutes. Let's see what he does.
Some scenes actually don't further the story. Scenes do have a weight to them. And what's...
We're losing weight, so weight is gonna be gone. I know it. I can see it in your eyes. Just like it's on the cutting. It's on the chopping block.
The cusp of. It's like those in Chuck E. Cheese games where you flip quarters and the quarters just keep coming down. You're just waiting, just like, oh, it's right there.
Yep.
It just needs that final push.
It's coming. I can feel it.
We're gonna lose so many words.
Okay. Well, like I said, you did make me hate Iconic.
I didn't. You just now recognize how often.
You did.
I wasn't like, I didn't choke you and like, hey, hate Iconic. I just went, Iconic is a terrible word because people keep using it to describe everything.
You did
this is what I said.
Yes, and then I went, oh, they do. What he said is correct.
Yes. Now, this is different from me ruining movie drinking for you. That's just a complete ruination.
No, it's the exact same.
I ruined the
Sure am thirsty. A goom. Dude, just drink something. It is unnoticeable. It is I can't not notice it now.
And that's the problem.
It's so bad. And so few things actually do it. They're just like, I'm like, there's nothing in there.
There's just a quick like tip or something. It's just like, dude, your lips aren't any moisture. There is nothing in that fake cup.
Let's say that's 20 takes. Who cares if you drink 20 sips of water? Go pee, come back. Don't. It hurts. Now you done ruined it for people now that we're recording it.
They're not gonna recognize. Though people have said we ruin things like themes for them, and we're just ruiners.
Oh yeah, we're not making anything better.
Particularly interesting is that superheroes are out here saving people for the majority of the movie. They save.
Like the Avengers? Just saying, that's a pretty similar thing over here.
Justice League saved a cave full of people and then saved a family and a town because Superman lifted a whole apartment complex. So, what are we talking about?
Batman goes, all right, go punch that dude. He goes, wait, civilians. And he goes to help the civilians. We see him helping them, but there's a lot of people that we don't see him helping. And but here, this dude is about to get mushed. Yeah, Cyborg saves him. What about when Superman lasers an entire truck with a man in it? That guy's dead.
Superheroes are out here saving people for the majority of the movie.
The majority?
It is not the majority of the movie.
Come on, my guy.
He's going to bring up the Cyborg giving that lady money.
They save and they protect.
They protect. Yay, them.
Yay, superheroes.
Yay, superheroes saving people and protecting them.
Yay.
Are we clapping now?
The fastest man in the world took time out of his day to save me. Some dumb hot dog lady.
They defend the lives around them. And it makes me wonder if the darkness of Batman v Superman
he helped him up.
And it makes me wonder if the darkness of Batman v Superman is meant to contrast to this film.
You think that, huh? That's your thoughts. This was some grand plan. Yeah, them over here, but it's gonna be better later. Dude. That's like somebody going, all right, both of us got an interview. You just go in there and just fart for 15 minutes, and then I'll come in here with my half knowledge and I'll ace it compared to you. Like having a funny fat friend. Just make me look better.
Funny, ugly, fat friend. Just like, yeah, we're all funny. We're all having fun. But I'm good looking.
Yeah, I'm a 7. But this dude's a 3. So I'm a 10 next to him.
I'm looking real 8.5 right now. So what's up?
No. It wasn't.
Zack Snyder's plan.
No, sir. It simply wasn't. Otherwise, he wouldn't have shot even more things.
I mean, probably. We have a...
Probably based on what?
You're not looking up any interviews. You're not looking up any behind the scenes commentaries. Nothing.
A scene
It's
like
probably it. This is your perception. This is you trying to make the film better by going, it contrasts to the other dark thing by being more lightful and hopeful. And nah, dude. No.
This was always Zack Snyder's plan. I mean, probably. We have a scene like this in Batman v Superman, but in Justice League, we have a similar sequence in a whole new light.
That wasn't what he wanted to do. And either way, who gives a You're basically talking about Batman, real dark scene, sun to shine.
Your mother and father would be proud.
He didn't want Martian Manhunter!
He didn't. And now we have to go, okay, so Martian Manhunter knows all about Batman and Bruce Wayne, and this is what he would want to hear, and the fact that they will be proud.
I mean, not the Kent, but the Waynes.
Come on now.
If only Warner Brothers had faith in Zack Snyder.
They didn't, that's why they made him put Martian Manhunter in it!
And they also did because they let them get some 70, 80 million and add a whole bunch of new scenes. They brought back all the people that they could.
Of all the people like Snyder Cut, if only DC had faith in them. What was the Snyder Cut? How much did it quote unquote bring in stream wise? Because I think it was like top 5. But if it's in your mind, it should be number 1. HBO Max.
Let me get off of Interstellar Ranger Commander. Go, or whatever whatever it's called.
Intergalactic Rangers Commence.
That sounds like in Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. It's just a bad name.
Sure. The Suicide Squad is the most watched DC film on HBO Max. Mortal Kombat was HBO Max's most streamed movie of 2021. Doom, King Richards, In the Heights, Space Jam, The Many Saints of Newark, Godzilla vs. Kong.
Did Justice League just not really do anything? Was it not
No,
popping
I think it was really good for like the first weekend, and I think it fell off after that because it's very hard to consume.
Following its opening weekend, view tracker this from Wikipedia.
Yeah, of course.
View tracking app Samba TV reported that 1.8 million American households has watched at least the first 5 minutes of the film between March 19th and 21st. Only counting smart TVs, not the devices. The total was behind the 3-day total of Wonder Woman 1984. Whoops. Samba TV also reported that just 1/3 of the households watched the film in its entirety in a single sitting. So 1/3 of essentially 2 million people.
Here's your top 10.
Additionally, Samba TV reported it was watched in 3.2 million households over the first 17 days and 3.7 million households over the first 39 days. That's not a big increase at all. And that's probably more rewatching and just checking things.
Mortal Kombat number 1. Godzilla vs. Kong number 2. The Suicide Squad number 3. Matrix Resurrections number 4. Space Jam number 5. Dune number 6. Conjuring number 7. The Little Things number 8. Tom and Jerry and Those Who Wish Me Dead number 10. Many Saints number 11. Malignant number 12. King Richard number 13. Cry Macho. Where the is Zack Snyder's Justice League?
It's there.
Maybe it's not counted as a movie.
Maybe
it's counted like a mini series.
Over its first full week of release, the film was watched by 2.2 million U.S. households with 792,000, which is 36%, finishing it in one sitting. Over the same time frame, the HBO app was downloaded 64% more and opened 9% more in an average week.
Below per Samba TV are the 6 most watched Warner movies on HBO Max for this year over their first 117 days. Mortal Kombat, Godzilla, The Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman 84. Number 5 was Zack Snyder's Justice League, 0.2 million more than The Conjuring.
Dude, can I show you this?
What?
This killed me. Look at critical response. Look at these two, and then bam. That is the audience and Zack Snyder.
Everything planned out in his head before we get there. It's remarkable to be a part of.
And I see this scene before we make it, and he has beautiful drawings.
The Flash is one of the biggest changes. The idea of his character is the same, but the execution is completely different. This is one of those moments when you realize how important a director is in a movie, because the Snyder Cut is really similar to Justice League, but the execution is what makes it different. It reminds you that there is no...
Yes, execution is always going to make a difference. The Whopper is very similar to in Quarter Pounder, but the execution of them makes it different. Burgers are same. Burgers are different. Not all pizza slices are the same, even if they got tomato sauce, cheese, and a topping.
And let's not forget that Zack Snyder had 2 times the amount of time to spend with this character, adding little scenes and such.
Let's not forget that in Wheaton's was a hacked together piece of that took bits from everything to make an incoherent piece of
No bad story, there is only bad execution.
Whoa, can I go back to that, please?
Is what makes it different. It reminds you that there is no bad story, there is only bad execution.
Okay, I think he means there's no bad story here. There was only the bad execution of the Wheaton film.
I hope he means
that's what I am assuming he means.
I sincerely hope that.
There is no bad story. Not stories. Story here. The Snyders and the Wheatons. That's it.
He had to mention that he's generalizing. What does that mean?
Let's see. I'm generalizing, by the way. Never mind. Then...
He can't believe this. He cannot believe that it's pure and simple execution.
The Flash is one of the biggest changes. Again, it's the execution of the character because the idea of the character remains the same. In Justice League, the scene with his father purely exists as character backstory, while in Snyder's version of the film, his conversation with his father is important to his character arc.
There are 4 times as much time to do stuff!
Yes. We need to get this information. So you cut the not important things
and purely stick to the backstory.
I see nothing wrong with that. You go, it's important for his character, but it's only important in the last, like, when he goes to run and goes, "It's me, Dad. I'm one of the best. I told you." That's about it.
Chris! What's up? Come here. Did you see the Discord message about the groceries?
No.
What the did y'all both just miss it?
I just missed it. That's what it seems.
I was not paying attention to my phone all day.
I started it yesterday.
I was at work, homie.
At midnight? I did it at midnight.
I was asleep, homie.
Okay, but then when you wake up, the Discord message.
Sometimes there are a lot of notifications. I just skip all.
Oh, same here.
Oh boy, I know them days. Clear all.
It's like, hey, this is.
I'll get to it when I get to it.
I'll check it.
So
That's
if you ain't warning me right now, you ain't warning me.
Please check the Discord, cause I'm buying the stuff for the dip. What's today? Tuesday, maybe Thursday, cause I'm going through a fast right now, and I need to know if we're getting other groceries, if we need other groceries, either any seasoning.
Chicken.
Of course, chicken.
Oh, of course,
we got plenty of seasoning.
It might be we might be running out of a specific one like garlic powder or something.
No, we got plenty of
garlic. No, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. example.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just got a bunch of cheese. We need some American. I'll look and then I'll say.
Please do.
I want some steak.
I've been thinking about some steak too, high key. Well, I owe you $10 the next time I go shopping, so I'll just get you a steak.
When I
Piece WWE, what a terrible Royal Rumble.
It was bad, but
it was not just bad, it was a terrible Royal Rumble.
I don't know what they were doing, but hey, I got me my win.
When I was getting all that cheese, I ordered a pot roast and they was just like, "Nah, we ain't got it." I just went, "Okay, there goes my dinner."
What did you order from?
Meyer.
Okay, I might do Kroger here.
And they should have had it. So I'm just like, now I gotta find a pot roast.
I have been wanting a tuna casserole and chicken and dumplings for a long time.
Oh, those chicken and dumplings from Olive Garden.
Them boys were delicious. It was a soup.
Oh, see, that's what I want too. Cause Mama used to make it like that. You need cream of chicken. Cause so many places call for cream of mushroom. I'm like, I'm just gonna use cream of chicken. So
I've developed a taste for it.
Cream of mushroom or mushroom in general?
Cream of mushroom.
Yeah, I can rock with them cream of mushroom. But
I should make me some cream of mushroom chicken.
Oh, do we need some more chicken broth?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Because we're down to like this much. I probably need to buy some more heavy cream too for some more soups and stuff.
There's some bouillon cubes.
Yeah, I've seen them.
And
I thought they were specifically for you though.
No, them boys cost like $1.99.
Okay.
No, one of those is essentially a cup of chicken broth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
it's super convenient.
Okay,
I love
yeah.
it.
I'm gonna
Because
start
the chicken
rocking
broth,
those.
you can't really have it for more than like 7 days or in the fridge. So I'm like, bloop.
I know that.
I saw the beef boys. I was like, they don't want to make some beef noodles and.
Oh yeah, and them boys are delicious as well.
Probably
What I was doing, because I don't eat 2 days.
This is super boring for y'all. I understand.
Skip it. Hey,
I'm not taking this out. They love
no,
it.
I'm saying, if you're not interested, then you skip it.
Yeah,
nothing's keeping you here unless you just in a cast, just like I can't move nothing.
Why'd they turn this on? I don't know these guys.
But yeah, what I used to do whenever I do eat in like 2 days in a row, I'll put my chicken in the Instapot, because it's the water, it's all that seasoning and stuff. Take that, put it in a Ziploc bag, put another piece of chicken in there. That chicken is marinating in chicken juice. The flavor explosion.
Yeah. I've been dumping a little bit of chicken broth when I've been marinating chicken recently, and yeah, I want to start doing because it's way different.
Yeah. That's why I'm just like, I'm done with chicken stock, because, fridge, and I'm like, who knows? So just bouillon cubes, put them boys in there.
I might get some
essentially the same.
Bouillon cubes, man. Because I also want to start doing some stuff with tofu, because it's very versatile. And if it can soak up that type of stuff, yeah, I can really rock it.
Tofu?
Tofu, yeah. Tofu is very flavorless, but it's malleable, and it soaks up a lot of the broth you put into it. So it's really a filler. And I can rock with a filler.
I'm getting tired of this diet food crap.
How much longer you got?
I'm tired. These almond flour bullshit.
You've been doing it for like a month.
Hey, you gotta understand, he's been doing it for like 20 years of just nom.
So have I.
Yeah, but you are so like the wall is up, the wall is down. Like, oh, I killed that bird. No meat for the next year. Turn it immediately. I need to wean myself off. I'm like, I'm doing a 2-day fast. I'm doing a 3-day fast. I'm going to slowly stop eating chips. I'm going to slowly stop eating, drinking carbonated things. You're just like, no soda? Whatever. Can't rock like that.
And this stuff kind of crappy.
I've been meaning to ask you for a couple days, can I have one of them cookies? Because you said it was dog, and I really want to try it.
Yo, them boys real bad.
Man. What?
That's why I told Chris, I was like, I don't with any of them snacks. I got my chips, which are delicious. I got the Quest chips. I got the Flex chips, which are barbecue flavor. Any of the other flavors I don't with because they're terrible.
Okay, the barbecue one, they're good, But every time I got sick, I can't even eat them because I keep thinking about throwing up.
So with the irritation, it like
so it's a bad memory.
It's just like me with Chinese food. Like it's just the smell.
And I get thinking about like, I want to take like, I'm getting sick. I'm like, no, I can't. And their whole box. I remember their whole box. Just one bag missing. The whole box is left. I'm like,
I looked at that box. I was like,
did you leave there? I'm like, why is it Chris just destroying these? This is delicious.
I thought Bean had left it. I was just like, hey, you need to take your snacks upstairs. He's like, bro, it's Chris's.
Now I can't eat this because they be sick again.
What else did you try?
Some brownies they had, and
was it worth it?
No.
Dang!
Did you try any of those? Cause they got like these like Slim Fast like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, those are pretty alright. They are they're pretty alright. I get the s'mores one. I had the s'more ones and it was something else.
But see, that's why I'm like, I don't want any of those replacement things, because I'm always just gonna be thinking this ain't anywhere near as good as the Reese's.
Already ate and you've now spent money on something that
and it's just and I'm like hitting. I want a Reese's and this ain't doing it, so I'm just gonna be like, no, none of that. Flat.
Are you just done with sweets, or is it just like?
Oh no.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm trying to get down to a certain weight, and then I'm like, now I know how to
get there,
and
how to maintain.
Yeah. So now it would be like, okay, now I could just sort of go up, go down, and it's pretty easy for me.
Yeah, I was shocked because I ordered that pizza on Sunday, and I had fasted for only like 3.5 days, but I had lost 10 pounds, and I'm like, all right, I'm just eating like normal. It's gonna go right back, and I only gained like 2 more. So in totality, I lost 8 pounds. Like, okay, I can rock with this.
It's broken.
So now I'm just
broken. I think I lost like 50 pounds.
It's shattered. I'm telling you, there
like,
should not be fat people.
It should not be fat people if you got a modicum of willpower.
So the whole, the week before I had Taco Bell. Last week I had the Olive Garden. I'm like 280. I'm still 280, and I'm like last week I'm like teetering between 290. This week, last time I checked was like 285. I'm like, what's going on?
It's broken.
Yeah, it's some weird.
Yeah,
it feels weird.
I'm telling you.
Every time I look at the scale, I'm like, that can't be right.
It can't be right.
It can't be. I'm like, oh, probably the shoes, or I'm like, I'll take the shoes off. I'm like, oh, Les, what the?
Because what I'm currently doing is fast for 3 days, eat for 1 day. And I'm like, when I eat for that 1 day, I'm eating for that 1 day.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not. If I'm hungry, I'm eating.
Smash
and I'm like, man, I ate a whole lot. That's 2 or 3 pounds, 0.5 pounds, 1 pound. I'm like, all right, it's fast for 3 days, down 3 pounds. I'm like, this is broken.
And I haven't even been on the elliptical recently. I've just been doing push-ups and with the dumbbell.
Yep, you don't even need to do that.
And I'm like, what the? Because the first day of my fast, I was like, I'm gonna do 25 minutes on the elliptical. That sounds good. I did that. That was a quick 25. Didn't do anything more afterwards. I was like, what the f is going on? Now, what I don't understand is when people go, I've been fasting, I got so much more energy. I do not understand that.
I do.
I don't understand that. There are times when I feel, you know what? Because I think more so I work mentally, and I think I need that sugar and those calories to be pushing my mind.
It also could be the bouncing between the in ketosis and out of ketosis, because the ketosis is really where the energy comes from.
Yeah. And I think you hit it after a certain number of days, and I did not get them days because them electrolytes, I guess, was just like, boy, what is you doing? How is it every day I need to do that, like during the fast, or is it after a specific number of days I need to start doing it?
After 2 days normally, you need to start doing electrolytes.
All right, so third day I'm good. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, but it's like I said, it's just like.
Hell no. When I heard you lost like 70 pounds, I'm like, when was this?
When? Exactly, because you saw me just sitting there eating chili dogs and stuff. And I'm like, I'm eating chili dogs. I got my little pizza recipe. And you just go, how? And you're probably just like,
and now I'm looking at you.
And now it's like, oh, that wasn't even nothing. He just lost it. He didn't try.
right, yeah. So just let me know any groceries you need. I already got eggs, bacon, sausage, that type of stuff.
Give me some low carb tequila.
Yeah. I told y'all to get it in time. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it through Kroger or Meijer or whatever.
No, they got Kroger. Are you talking about not the tortilla chips? I got like.
Yeah, no, I know tortilla shells.
Not shells, but the
wraps, whatever it is.
That's how
I think it is called tortilla shells.
Tomato.
It's really not. You just said no. I went tomato and you went no. All right, yeah, just write it down. Let me know.
I am hungry and there is nothing I can eat right now.
Oh, really?
Sure, there was something that you could eat.
Dang, I wish you would have let me know beforehand because I could have got it today. Because the only thing that's
could have been happening. Like I come home and like I got a couple of chips. Like I'll just get some nachos.
The only thing
not nachos with the queso over there and just like whatever.
The only thing preventing me is like I want some bagels and some bread, and I'm the only one really eating that type of stuff right now. And it's just 3 days of like closer to an expiration date, and I didn't want to do that. That was basically the only reason I didn't get it today. But if you ain't had nothing to eat, I could have got it.
Fine. I'll just drink water. I've been drinking.
All right, yeah. Let me know unless I'll just get it tomorrow.
Ran through them chickens. Everybody had a bag.
Man,
dude.
I don't know how it goes.
I was chowdering my balls off.
When you said we all get back, I'm like, how does
oh
this
yeah,
work?
boy, yeah, a bag of chicken. And it's like, I got 2 chicken left.
Yeah, I saw one bag only had like 2 pieces of chicken yet left, and I hadn't even opened mine. I was like, that mother demolished them. I got so much chicken left, and then like a week and a half later, I'm like, I got 2 pieces.
Where'd my chicken go? Who ate my chicken?
And I went, no, there's nobody that ate it. I did.
It was me.
I remember you said we split a bag. I'm like, let me grab this one.
but there's some eggs down there.
It's fine. I'm about to go.
What do you mean it's fine? There's some eggs down there. You act like ain't nothing in there.
Some meat with the
egg is meat.
Egg is meat.
Egg is meat.
Fry you some bologna.
Take 2.
I banged that out my first day.
Ham.
I'm good. I'm about to go to sleep.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah, do you?
I'll go to sleep hungry.
I need some more turkey burgers.
Oh, I go to sleep hungry. I did 14 days of a fast.
That's so what? You want your suck, motherfucker?
I would love it. I would love some congratulations. I did it twice.
Good for you, cookies. What you want?
It was hard.
Oh, dude.
I do not. On record, unless I balloon somehow back up to 300 pounds, I will never do that again. Never.
I was, like I said, my third day, I was like, I'm goody. But I just thinking about doing that times 5, I went, what the f did this kid do?
How? And you know me and my willpower.
And there's people on the fasting Reddit. It's just like, I've been doing a 30 days.
Yeah, I'm
on 28 days
how?
into a 30-day fast.
I'm like, how? You maniac.
Oh no, I need to eat.
And see, that's why I'm like, Chris, you should just try it. You think it's hard, but it's literally not.
It's hard, but it's so doable. Like, after the first day and a half, you feel like, oh, I can just do these 5 days. It's nothing.
Yeah. You just miss the pleasures of eating.
It's that first 36 hours where I'm like, dang, I could go for some chips. Dang, I could go for a hot dog.
See, that's why I was like, man, I'm hungry. I just opened a bag of chips. I'm like, oh, man.
Oh,
all right,
crap.
man.
That's what Eric did.
And I know I do something like that, too. I'm like, man,
I got 2 bags of waffle crisps sitting there, and I haven't reached in there yet.
I don't see how
my
willpower would be the
want them so bad. I got all them snacks just sitting there from my last break of when I broke the fast.
When are you breaking again?
April-ish, if I'm continuing down the trajectory that I am. Like I said,
what's your ideal weight?
Around 185, 190, and then I'm gonna start trying to put on some muscle to see if that. But that's gonna be around that, and I'm around 7 per like 2 weeks, so because it slowed down dramatically.
I'm taking the easy route. I'm doing 250.
Smooth. See, I'm going the opposite of you. I'm putting on muscle while I have the weight.
Yeah, no, I'm doing that as well. Like I said, I'm doing like 220 push-ups a day, and with my dips and
the dips is just like I'm not doing them right now.
I love them.
I'm too big for that shit right now. My arms go noodle arms. My weight like ugh.
Sure, but it also helps the chest. So if you're doing push-ups, that
have
also
my
helps the
moves
chest.
for a minute.
Dude, the dips are fun.
Yeah.
I love the dips. I'll just sit there and just go, yeah.
Once
I'll
I hit,
take
like-
a crap and just go, yeah.
Once I hit like 240 with the dip while dipping.
On the side of the bathtub, you just sort of, I'll do this sort of lazily on Coke's bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, you just do this.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, can you do that in your bed too?
Yeah, you can. Well,
I
my bed is too high.
I wouldn't.
I'm like, "Ah!" And also, it's better for control because there's, if you fall, your butt is like quite high off the ground, and your arms are gonna go and snappish.
And you also don't want that Hogan back with all them leg drops he done did.
Yeah, and it's pretty low to the ground, so if you fall, your butt is right there, and you hit the butt, and you'll be fine.
If I'm still struggling with my left arm with that 35-pound weight, I'm not doing dips right now.
And that's why when Chris was just like, "I'll get you a new weight for your bro," I'm like, "I don't need a new weight. I'm struggling with this."
I do want some barbells though eventually.
Yeah, maybe. There's plenty of room downstairs for something else. I want a rowing machine is what I want.
Really? I guess it does work out so much of your stuff.
You want those chips though? Who want those chips?
I'll take them.
I do not. I'm getting
That's
sick.
horrible.
Yeah, I understand.
I'll take a couple of them. I'm not trying to have too many of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can make me some shredded chicken, and that'll be my cracker. I'll say this.
That sounds great. I'm sorry.
No, the chips.
Oh yeah.
When are you stopping, Chris?
Soon I hit 250.
And what are you now? 280.
284.
284.
Right,
Yeah.
so you probably got
anything that you're like, oh, I desire this.
Pizza. Some fries and some pizza.
Chris without fries? I didn't even think about that.
When I did my 3 weeks off, that is the one thing that I didn't get is fries, and I am so pissed that I didn't get. Fries.
I would have called up Checkers like, what y'all got?
So Buddy Pizza, they got the potato wedges, and they got like this weird sweet and sour sauce. Banging them boy for the last year.
Now you can't have it.
It's my day. It's my buddy day.
As soon as I'm done with this bullshit,
it's gonna be 250.1, and you're gonna move a toe off and go, buddies, where you at?
Calling them right now,
dude. For me,
they could charge me like $10 for delivery. Give me.
It's a snowstorm. What y'all want?
Hey, I got a hot 30 for that dude. Give it.
It's peanut butter and jelly for me.
Oh, really?
It hurts because when
you
I
can't
broke
do
it,
that with like a.
I heard there's like some keto.
No, don't want it. There's so many things that aren't good that it's just the substitute.
You know what? Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm not even gonna try it.
Those cookies are tree ass.
And it's just like
those cereal.
The keto cereal.
Yeah, the one that I gave you. Inedible.
Not even with milk.
I can rock with them.
The aftertaste?
I can rock with
the aftertaste was pretty bad.
The aftertaste was definitely bad, but I can rock with them.
I can't do it.
Just can't.
I can't. I can't do it. I was going to throw the other way.
I mean, you can. I haven't been eating them, and it seems like I'm the only one that could eat them.
No, I could eat them, but I just don't want to.
Yeah.
Might be good for a little just picking snack. I'm not too attached to it. But yeah, when I had my break, I was just like, I think I had like 12 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I was banging them boys. I was like, this is...
Because the thing is, I want to just take a break after that, and then like, okay, I'll see much longer I can do after 250. Yeah. But I'm just on those pizza and fries.
I mean, you can always just keep doing what you're doing and just have like a cheat day.
And that was,
or you can go into fasting.
Yeah, and then just go nuts. So I'm telling you, fasting. I haven't eaten all day. I don't even feel it.
So
it's
I probably
broken.
know the whole thing about fasting. I'm like, I'll probably get sued the second day hit.
Yeah, it's really hard for people that do laborious work like you, like lifting things, and moving constantly.
And I'm just like,
But Eric said he was fine, except for when he didn't have the electrolyte.
Right.
He said he went dizzy mode. He sounded weak.
And the second I'm like, okay, I'm about to go home. I'm feeling dizzy. They were like, are you sure? Do you not want to work 2 more hours, Christopher? And I'm like, you must.
But if you look it up, if you look up 16-8, which is just fasting for 16 hours and then you have an 8-hour eating window, even that helps.
Yeah.
There are little things that
because
you can do like
it's all about caloric intake, and you will not be able to do all your daily calories that you usually do in that 8 hours.
You know what? I'll get to 260 and I'll see about that.
Yeah. You know what?
It's all about you. You know, you do you. It's all about what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. What you're comfortable with.
Yeah. What you can do as well with your work.
That job is driving me crazy. The only other good worker is part-time. And I'm like, dude.
I do not miss the days where I had to rely on other people. My job is, hey, you sit down, you do it yourself, and you it's just you. And I'm like, I can rock with that. Don't let me talk to nobody unless I need help with something.
No, when I had my call center job, it's like, hey, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I don't know this thing. Let me ask somebody. Somebody was just waiting on the line for like 2 minutes and they started yelling, hung up. I got a message. King, that was the CEO of the company. Why didn't you help them? I went, check that log. I asked this person a question. They did not respond. They're not on the call. They haven't been on the call for 10 minutes. I've been looking. Hated that crap.
The old cop just be walking down the aisle. Hey, KD, can you help me with this? I'm like,
hey, Chris, you got them vein arms. What's going on? You scrogish. What's going on?
No, I do like 40 push-ups a day.
On top of all that lifting and stuff, yeah, you got some Jack's arms going on.
Push-ups help.
It's really amazing.
Oh, cause the whole thing was actually like, yeah, I'll do push-up every day. That's my whole thing for the.
I feel like it's both good and bad to have a goal of what you want to do daily. I think once you get into the routine of doing it, it's good. But just trying to force yourself to do like, I'm going to do 10 a day. The second you fall off, you're just like, well, I broke it. What's the point anymore?
See, that's what I'm trying to prevent. I did break it like a couple times. I'm like, you know what? I'll just keep going.
I just do push-ups when I feel like it. I don't have a routine. I'll just go, all right, today I'm going to do 60. And then I just do them.
You keep forgetting I'm a lazy guy.
We're all lazy in some aspect.
Like playing this Pokemon game.
Routine. Yeah, you gotta have that routine.
I'm good with not having a routine. I'll do
keeping on track.
What's that where you put your arms out and dips? Not dips, but squats. Yeah, I do squats. I'll just be like, I feel like doing some squats. I'll do 40 squats and then that's.
No, the only thing I do that with is the dumbbell, because I'll just like, I'll do this and I'll do this and then I'll do this and then that's it. And I was like, well, that's all I'm doing.
Well, yeah, the thing with the dumbbell is you don't have the 35. It just don't feel like nothing.
The 25 feels worthless.
I'm like, I'm doing like, what the? I pick up the 35. Oh my god.
But there's a couple of things that I need the 25 with, because it's like, I think this is like the butterfly where you do that, and it's like, I can't do this with the 35. That's not possible.
It's too big.
Too big.
It's too big. I understand that. You need one of them like hand weights where it's just like
10, no, I can do it with the 20. This is easy with the 20, but the 35, so it's just like, yeah, I'll do this for
I just don't want to be like one of them dudes that, did you see the dude that completely broke his knees?
This is so boring. Can you guys talk about the topic?
You know what? Good point. Yeah, just grocery me up.
Yeah.
What were you talking about?
growing.
Flash growing. See, the words on the screen helped. It's been like 20 minutes. I remember what he was talking about. Oh.
A hero, becoming the man his father knows he is.
Okay, what did he do to grow into a hero besides at the very end go, I'm one of the best?
I have the button that allows me to save everybody, and I'm pressing that button. Through no ill will to myself. You say that it's weird things happen, but there's no ill effects to you or the world or anything. You have an I win button, and you press that button.
Your kid was one of them, Dad. best of the best.
It's this triumphant moment. This character who starts off the...
It's a full character arc, and because of that, you love the Justice League, Zack Snyder Justice League. Not the 4 hours in between him saying that and it paying off. It's a setup and a payoff that he had so much more time to set up and or pay off. And it wasn't even done well.
Oh. We got one scene with the in Dad, and they exposit all their history and stuff. You say that it's just for backstory, but the dialogue is still there, where he's talking about, tell me why you're here. Oh, why am I here, Dad? Is it because that you're in prison falsely because of this? That still happens.
Awkwardly bumbling around and doing his best, tripping and shit, ends up saving literally the entire world in my opinion, one of the best sequences of any superhero movie ever made.
Dude, it's a press to win button, press to reset button,
and
it's real colorful, real sparky.
I don't see anything spectacular about this. It's like if Batman is slowly getting pulled apart by Darkseid, and then Superman goes, "I'll save you, Batman," and punches him. Well, of course he's gonna do that. Flash has the ability to stop this from happening, and he does. Please clap. Through no ill will towards him. Again, if he did that earlier and he had a nosebleed, and he had to do it a little bit later, and his eyes were bloodshot and it was leaking a little bit of blood, you go, oh, this is taking toll on him for a couple of seconds. And this dude gotta rewind the world for minutes? Oh, this is gonna kill him. But no, he just says bad things happen, and we don't see any bad things happening in this movie, admittedly.
I forgot to say.
Why are you knocking? What are we doing? In each other in here? What is it like? Oh, Chris is going. Pull out your.
You did just say you wanted your to suck, so.
Not by you.
I'd hope not.
I also want some fried chicken. Some
fried chicken is awesome.
Oh, y'all can't do fried chicken?
No, it's flour.
Dang.
I will kill someone for some fried
rice
chicken.
as well.
You can't do rice? Oh, dang.
No. I would love some rice. There's so many times where I'm cooking stuff, I'm just like, some rice with.
I threw it into.
I use cauliflower rice.
How was that?
It's broccoli. It just chopped up broccoli. It's fine, but like I kind of
you don't want it. You want what it is.
Rice is rice, and you need that rice.
Yeah,
I'll throw rice into that soup, that broccoli, cheese, and chicken soup. Oh, dude.
Oh man.
Oh, dude.
It's terrible.
Y'all can't have noodles either.
No.
I like I said, I've been craving a tuna casserole. I need that bit. That's part of the reason I want to shop. I need that bit.
Hey, I'm dedicated, and I'm just like, hey, I got about maybe 2 months left, and then I can do whatever I want.
For how long you want, as long as you don't balloon up.
And if I do balloon back up, hey, I'll get off this stuff for 2 or 3 weeks, go back down, continue on my path.
Right. How much do you weigh right now?
I am currently, I just weighed myself yesterday. I can tell you exactly what I am. I don't even need to open it. 200 pounds, 0.7. And I'm so pissed that I didn't get under 200. I'm so pissed. Because I haven't been under 200 since I was like 12. And I was like, that's a big thing. I just passed the 100 mark. And I was like, okay, now I need to get under 200. And that's awesome. And I'm not there yet because I'm in 0.7 pounds.
0.8 technically. Because you'd have to be
0.8 pounds. And I can take off my shirt. I can take off my drawers and stuff. But it's not, it's the not centralized weight that I've always been.
It's a control.
Yes. So technically I am, but technically I'm not. And I'm pissed about that. So yeah, about 7 pounds, whatever, get out.
And it's embarrassing that the...
What? Sorry.
In my opinion, one of the best sequences of any superhero movie ever made. The stakes are felt, and it's embarrassing that...
There were stakes. And he got them. He got us. Because there's stakes.
Is this a level of humor that we're going to get
Hey!
in Intergalactics?
Yolks. Hey!
Is this the
Yolks.
level of humor we're getting
Admit
in
there were yolks.
There were yolks. Fine.
Yeah! Yeah! Satisfaction! Gratification! Yeah! -8 now!
This was cut from Justice League. Joss Whedon in general is embarrassing.
But he had stakes still.
Yes.
There were still stakes within. It's just not the same stakes.
It wasn't, hey, the world is melted and Darkseid is here. There were still stakes.
This was cut from Justice League. Joss Whedon in general is embarrassing, though. Cyborg is easily one of, if not the standout of the film. His character is...
Cyborg is easily, if not one of the standouts of the film.
That's not what he said.
Cyborg is easily one of, if not the standout of the film.
One of, if not the standout. Okay, you should have emphasized a little better.
Yeah.
Yes, the movie is basically a Cyborg movie. Okay, Cyborg stands out. Flash was better. I love the Zack Snyder Justice League.
What about all the trash? Update your muffin drivers.
That happened last time. The drivers update themselves typically, unless they're super duper ooper important, and that's when I get them pop up.
Or at least take off the notification.
I can't. It's the Indel. These pieces of I got another month and a half of their super support assistant bullshit.
His character is so beautiful, complex, and brilliant.
Beautiful, complex, and brilliant. What character is not complex? And beautiful and brilliant tells me all.
Yeah.
Tells me all.
Really?
Tells me piss all.
In general, this is probably one of Snyder's best films solely because it wants to be more human than a lot of his previous works. At least that's how...
What the fuck are you talking
It
about?
wants to be more human.
Then he shouldn't have made Superman.
Yeah, why does this, why all of a sudden is he worried about it being more human? Why now? What about back then? We've seen that, you already said that the characters are good in Watchmen, they're flawed and all that. Why not with Superman? He has the capability of doing this. We see this with Watchmen and with this, but all of a sudden, Man of Steel, he's just like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Not yet. But it'll lead to Justice League. It's all part of my master plan.
Than a lot of his previous works. At least that's how I saw it. We understand who these characters are by words and actions and not just expository dialogue. There's this beautiful...
And we didn't in Justice League? What are you referring? You have to be just simply referring to the Justice League, and even still... Yes, there are expository dialogue scenes in Justice League. He had to cut down a 4-hour movie to a 2-hour movie, so some things need to be stood around the table and just talked about. Absolutely. But don't act like Wonder Woman didn't just go, back in the day, this, and this happened. There was a war and they big punched. What about all that? Yes, everything got expository dialogue, but we also got a whole lot.
We also got character actions and through their dialogue, not expository dialogue and all that stuff.
Scene where at first I thought Cyborg was creepily stalking someone for some reason, until I realized that, well, he is, but he's following this family with pure intentions. A single mom who has no money and is all alone than dad of options. And he grants her an opportunity. It's this...
No, he just gives her a bunch of money!
Yeah. That's not his money. It doesn't affect
He
him
legitimately stole money!
Yes. Ruined that woman's life as well, because now it's just going to be like, on your IRS tax form, it says you got $100,000 of additional income. How? Oh, I won this bank lottery. Pardon? They gonna come after you. They gonna come after you because there's $100,000. If you take $1 here for $1 here, $1 here, you know it's all gonna come into one place, and your account is gonna show that. What is that? What does that transaction say on your account? You're not getting away with this. But we're not supposed to think about that. We're just supposed to think about, oh, he's helping that lady.
An opportunity. It's this incredible scene that nearly made me cry because it felt so human and real. There's been times I've struggled in my life, my family has, and so seeing that was...
So is ours! That don't mean...
That means nothing. I don't want some metal man to just give me $100,000. That means nothing. I don't want a handout. I want to work for my...
incredible to me. In a
and
world...
again, do no cost fault or anything of his own. He sacrifices nothing. He loses nothing.
He stalked a woman and then gave her a bunch of money.
With his amazing abilities. So it's not like there's nothing here. He just went, oh, I can give this homeless person $1, and he did. Wow, so human.
World where superheroes exist, the impossible is possible. In a world where superheroes exist, there's someone looking out for you. But sadly, we don't live in a world where superheroes exist. Ray Fisher was fired from The Flash because he revealed this truth of how things went down during the making of Joss Whedon's Justice League. He talked about how Whedon was a total ass, how Jeff Johns allegedly said we can't have an angry black man at the center of the movie. But Zack Snyder understood Cyborg. He understood Fisher's talent. And he wasn't lying when he said Cyborg was the heart of the film, because he is.
So he understood Cyborg, but he doesn't understand Superman.
Cool.
Cyborg, who is much less in the public eye, who came way later than Superman, who has less iterations than Superman. He understands Cyborg, but not Superman. You ask a 6, 7-year-old what's Superman, and they're telling you about Superman. They're not telling you what you did.
Chris and I, from the beginning, were like, you know, it was Cyborg in the end that was going to be the real hero, and he represents all of their journeys in some way. What is family, and what is it to lose? What is loss, and what is our own, like how our
Okay, I like how he had an interview in line to support his point here.
Yes.
But then earlier, it was just like, probably this
Probably
is because of the sunset and the sunshine.
It was a contrast to the bleakness of the other movies, probably. I don't know.
our own hearts wounded and damaged by loss, and then how are we able to rise again?
Can you pause real quick? I would have been pissed if we watched this movie in preparation for this.
Absolutely!
I'd have been furious.
Absolutely! Why do you think I stopped you before? Because we saw them timestamps, and it's like, how much of this is he actually going to talk about over themes and stuff? And what is he talking about? Themes and stuff!
You ain't talking about the movie, homie. What are you doing?
We need to stop being as good as we are. As meticulous and trying as we are.
Just stop trying.
Just stop trying. We need to go, oh, they're talking about Naruto? I don't need to rewatch no part of Naruto. I don't need to reread no part of Naruto. I don't need to reread no part of Demon Slayer or watch it. I know you're just going to spout bush.
Trigger senpai.
Where's the video, Triggered? We waiting.
Let me check. Let me see if he... No new video, community. Oh, new video coming tomorrow. Anime sucks. No, that's not going to be it. So is Demon Slayer still overrated or no? This is out trending Attack on Titan. What point do you think you're making there?
It's more popular. Clap. That has nothing to do with the quality, sir.
Top 5 shonen series of all time. Number 6, Demon Slayer. There are 10 things here, so you need to change that. Oh, this is a bad list.
Haikyuu? Boy, it was pretty.
Oh, we need to debate him.
We did.
Seriously.
We did.
Because Demon Slayer over One Piece. Hunter x Hunter over One Piece.
This is opinion.
Naruto is 3 steps away from One Piece.
I'd like to hear the opinion.
I also, too, would like to hear the opinion
but
as well. Also.
Oh, no, don't go into comment sections. We're not here for this. Oh, no, them eyes went big. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, no, this is the offended hand.
Okay, so somebody comments, broached on some great shonen, but somehow has Demon Slayer ahead of One Piece and Naruto. I love Demon Slayer, but ... And Trigger Senpai goes, One Piece is over 1,000 chapters and still has a lot of unanswered important questions.
Of course it does. It's not over.
On top of that, Hockey ruined everything pre-time skip. And the last arc that I read, Whole Cake Island, was trash.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude. Well, these next couple of weeks are going to be a little rough, it seems.
For whom?
For whom, indeed.
Then again,
I look forward to it.
We got Demon Slayer month coming up soon. You know it's coming. The how many more episodes left? Like 3, 4?
Don't stop coming.
And then probably a month until we're probably looking at April.
I wish the best for Ray Fisher, man. But yeah, Cyborg, a broken person, being able to find happiness despite being part machine, understanding he's not alone, is amazing. I think the reason why the members of the
Yeah, they did it in Teen Titans, the cartoon from 2003, when we were like 13.
Justice League are able to understand each other so well is because they're all hurt, broken people. People that are still clinging to the past. People that are chasing a dream. People that aren't even happy with themselves.
Pause. Okay, so why is Wonder Woman still clinging to the past? She should be aggressively over this. You literally let him go to save the world. You're past that.
That's in that film.
Which we're not counting for.
We're not counting. No. This is my film.
What did he say for Flash?
Accomplishments or something?
Well, is because they're all hurt, broken people. People that are still clinging to the past.
Really quickly. The reason they can because they're all broken people. The reason why that they can relate to each other.
Ice Soup's broken.
Do they ever have a conversation about their brokenness? Yes, Wonder Woman and Cyborg do. Wonder Woman and Flash. Wonder Woman and Superman. Wonder Woman and Batman. We got that in Joss, but not in this one. Batman and Flash. No, nothing about being broken.
Oxman and Wolo? No? Well, okay.
Past. People that are chasing a dream. People that are...
Chasing a dream. Okay, how is that broken? How are you broken if you're chasing a dream? You should be optimistic if nothing else because you're going, I'm gonna do my dream.
Aren't even happy with themselves. And together, they collectively realize something.
I'm not broken.
He said that the mother boxes make sense, but then you hack into them as being another part of the mother box. And it shows you something to trick you into not pulling them apart. It recognizes that you have a conscience. It scans it, seeing what you want. And then it showcases that in order for you not to destroy them.
What part of that didn't make sense?
You're right.
What's weird to me is that I can tell there are flaws with this film. While I love the slow-mo, it can be too much at times, especially this fucking scene. There's pacing issues, the ending could be shortened a shit ton. Maybe the film suffers because it seems like there were absolutely zero limitations, and it's always healthy to limit yourself in some capacity. And
like if somebody came in and didn't have 100% artistic work and would, hey, maybe change this.
How are you limiting yourself when it comes to intergalactic space warriors from the future or whatever it was called?
Commence.
Whatever
Intergalactic or Interstellar Rangers Commence.
Ask me that at 9:27.
That's 2 minutes from now, y'all.
the movie in general is a complete opposite of what I enjoy, but I enjoyed what this movie wanted to be.
It's the complete opposite of what I enjoy, but I enjoyed what it wanted to be. You can excuse Anything film under that umbrella.
Anything in this world under that umbrella.
It's not what I enjoy, but I enjoy what it wanted to be.
Put some ketchup on in cracker and just go, it wants to be a pizza. I enjoy that it wants to be a pizza, but I don't enjoy this.
Because I enjoy pizza and this is not pizza.
Don't praise things on that level. Praise things for things that are tangible. Things that you can point to.
Was itself 100% of the time. In an interview with the New York Times, Zack Snyder talked about Marvel and he said, Marvel is doing something else. They're doing it at the highest level, this popular action comedy with heart, and they have that nailed. An effort to duplicate that is insanity because they're so good at it. What DC had was mythology at an epic level, and we were going to take them, I assume the audience, on this amazing journey. Frankly, I was the only one saying that. Reading that reminded me of myself just a few years ago. Heck, maybe even just a year ago. How I always thought there was the one correct way of doing things. How this certain kind of film has only one way of being made and that's it. But the truth is, the blockbuster film has no formula. And if there is a formula, it's set in stone by audiences.
Pause. I didn't know that it didn't have a formula.
You sure?
Wow. Just like he needed to be showed that it didn't have a formula, I too needed to be showed that. I don't see how somebody can even begin to formulate that mindset.
He's very boxed into his way of thinking. Because everything is as expected, and if it's not expected, then it's unexpected, and that takes him on a different journey. So, with, I expect all future superhero movies to just be Marvel, and if it's not, it's unexpected, and now I'm on a journey of discovering what the film wanted to be.
So why was all the films okay to not be Marvel before this, but now all of a sudden everything just has to be Marvel?
Because the Snyder Cut changed everything.
Okay.
Yeah. It changed his life.
Changed his life.
It's based on what they seem to enjoy. I think if Warner Brothers would have trusted Zack Snyder more, I think audiences would have eventually come around to his way of...
Eventually, how long are they supposed to wait? Are they supposed to give him 5 films that continue to underperform until audiences one day go,
Wait a second. I'm finally this beaten dog just accepting this. Or do they just go, oh, another one of these? I ain't watching that.
How long do you give him? Because if you give him 17 years, I'm certain eventually audiences will turn around.
Absolutely. But would it be worth it? When you could have just gotten 5 years of, hey, these are pretty profitable. Instead of 17 years of middling success and then one smash hit.
A really important thing Zack said in the interview came when the interviewer asked, when you see what Marvel is doing in its movies, do you ever think, I should be doing more of that? And Zack responded,
Sir, you have the text on the screen. You are a script writer. You have it in quotations. Where are the quotations in the quotations for I should be doing more of that?
There should be that as well. Do you ever think? Because this is another person speaking. That's how English works.
No, not at all. I don't know how to hit a ball any different than how I hit it. A director has one skill, your point of view. That's all you have. If you're trying to imitate another way of making a movie, then you're on a slippery slope. And that's true. Sometimes certain movies come out and they all feel the same. And before you get pressed by what Snyder said, I don't think he means a director can't take inspiration from other directors. I mean, you have to learn from the best, or at least the ones that inspire you, right? But ultimately, the one making the movie and making all the decisions is the director. So why be anything else other than just being unapologetically you? I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, please, please.
How did it change his life?
Changed his way of viewing filmmaking, creating, creative processes, critiquing and absorbing films. Everything isn't what he wants it to be and expects it to be. It can be a different thing.
But this was 10 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're thinking that he's an early 20s individual,
yep.
Did he have that mindset all up until this movie came out? And he's going, oh, not everything needs to be the same. And
correct.
People can have their visions and it can come true. And
check out Interstellar Ranger Commence. I've been killing myself over it, and thank you so much, Mass Mac, for the Hope Griffin fan art. It looks so freaking incredible. I am still in awe. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching the video.
Okay, Hope Griffin is a really on the nose name, and I am not for it.
It's not great. Hope you could go without that. You know that's. But then again, it's not very. This seems very first draft sort of thing.
And that's the thing. I think he needs like 5 drafts, and he's just like, there's nobody to draft him. Snyder needs some drafts.
Yeah. You talk
the
about
films. You can talk about the filmmaking all day, the process and whatever. At the end of the day, the films themselves are messes.
Yes.
But man, they're shot cool. Yeah. Man, they're big slow-mo pretty.
And at the end of the day, hey, you basically the only person working on this. Very nice. But the quality, you can't survive purely on, hey, I did this by myself.
You can't survive purely on passion. There are people that make video games by themselves. It's just like, oh, this is a passion project. If it's a meh video game, people are not going to gravitate towards it. It's admirable, but that means nothing if you want it to be something. You should have gathered your resources for a longer period of time and hired people that could do these things for you.
Yes.
To help with the process, to help with everything.
I understand that you want complete autonomy over it, but if you want it to be the best possible thing that it could be, you need help. You can't do it all by yourself. I can't draw, but if I have this magnum opus in my mind of this is the story that's gonna change the world, I'm not gonna pick up a pencil and start sketching. No, I'm off sourcing.
But you know what? You can start sketching, but you gotta realize in your mind that it's gonna take years to get to a level that you find agreeable or adequate to tell your magnum opus.
We got limitations as humans.
This dude just had his life changed because of a Snyder film, and he's like, and now my anime's coming out. It's not time yet.
Yeah. If your mind could be changed, your mindset, your life can be changed with just a simple perspective of a movie coming out that a dude wanted to do, you need to broaden your first before you start trying to.
You need more experiences.
Because now you have to direct a whole bunch of people. You have to make sure that everything looks good, sounds good, lips, flaps match,
and
all this stuff.
And for all we know, the series could be very good. But I'm also super worried that if it's not good, it may hurt him to a level that he may not recover from. Because he said he put his all to this. If it's just a bunch of dislikes and this is trash.
Or if it's just like 2,000 views when he's a 300K.
Yeah. I'm worried it might actually just make him not want to do anything.
Because if he goes, this was my vision. This was my Zack Snyder's Justice League. And people aren't very receptive to it.
In the meantime,
we'll see in 2 months.
-10.
Yeah. No Hall of Fame or anything. Just a straight -10.
Yeah.
Just the mindset of, yeah, this changed me.
The words on the screen.
Yeah.
The almost complete lack of talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League and more about who he was and the process of which he goes about doing things.
Yeah,
talked about 2 characters, dude, and then went, yeah, there's a bunch of problems, but shrug shoulders.
But it ain't that over there. This dude was limited, and he had basically a finished movie,
again, you're comparing a 2 to a 5, and that elevates it to a 7 in your mind. And that's not what it is. Take it for what it is. Not good.
But then he said it's good for what it's trying to be. What is that?
Why should I clap for that?
I'm not trying to watch a movie that's good for what it is, what it's trying to be.
I'm not going to see the latest murder mystery in theaters and just like, all right, here's the villain, here's how he did it, and now the rest of the movie is actually about this. And it's just like, oh, they're trying to subvert expectations and make a whole different genre movie. I respect and understand what they're trying to be, and I enjoy it for what it's trying to be. No! You sold me a bill of goods.
So that was just not very enjoyable. And our first foray into Browntable, and I looked at his channel, and he's got a lot of things that could be hit.
Hey, we got a new in hole to mine.
Kinda don't want to though.
After this, I can understand. What's another one you're looking at?
Marvel's greatest work, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
What? That was the big stink.
Yeah, but black.
Oh, dude. Yeah, we might got some gold here to mine in the future. Dang, just people we never knew, never heard of. Just things we can do. How many people are gonna recommend High Top Films now? We done had like 5 people recommend some type of shit from him now.
Why do people love Rim so much? ReZero.
Is he explaining it or is he questioning it?
ReZero and the gain-loss theory. How do I get the...
We're get off his channel. We're done here, dude.
This is bad.
We're done here. This Saturday, the last of Dritz for probably the year.
How My Hero Risings improves upon 2 heroes. I will get off of his channel now.
Thank you.
Birds of Prey is still a win for DC.
No, it's not. It's not a good movie. You said you were getting off his channel.
I can't stop.
For the Damnation people, the viewer request month Damnation people, we've decided not to do it in a month because there's some very long video. We don't know how many sessions it would take to get through those videos. We would honestly be running it probably 2.5 months to get through everything. And so, we will do them as we consume the media. Which one should we hit first? P3?
Probably.
So we're probably
sorry y'all. It's
a long.
I understand y'all set all that up and everything, but it's just not very feasible.
It's not viable unless we dedicate again 2.5-3 months to just these videos.
Because the P4 video is 2.5 hours, and so we have to do that and all those sessions and putting them out. What is it, daily, weekly? We don't. It's way too much to think about.
As Triton said, our average is like 5.5 per thing. So we're looking at a 10-hour, 11-hour recording session. We're not going to knock that out on a Sunday. Like, we're not going to do that. So it's unfortunate, but we are going to break this up.
Y'all still get y'all stuff.
Y'all still get it.
We never said, yeah, y'all get to... No, this is something that y'all want to do. We never said that, yeah, we're going to do this, or y'all can coincide and do it all in a month. No.
In collusion.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Secret B-list meeting is just like, hey, yo, let's screw them. Let's open them cheeks up.
We'll do them. We are still doing them, but we will do them on our own time, because there's always the fact of we got another viewer request month, and there's just pipeline. Like, I want to do some stuff, and if we're pigeonholed into this is the only stuff that we got to do
for 2.5 months,
that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, if we're doing 10 weeks of just content we don't get to choose, That's gonna be a problem. So, look forward to it. I'm probably gonna start playing Persona 3 this week. Oh, you know what? There's the PlayStation 2 emulator. If you get that, there's a PlayStation 2 version where they've ripped some of the stuff from Persona 3 Portable, put it into the PS2 version, the last version they put out, and you could change your party, all that stuff. Yeah, so that's probably what I'm gonna do.
I need to see if I can actually run it.
Yeah, your laptop can definitely run a PS2 emulator.
Okay. Yeah, okay then. How long to beat?
Probably looking at 25 hours.
P3. Well, that's troubling.
What is it?
It says main story 80 hours. Main plus extras 120. Completionist 140. All styles 92.
Cool.
Yeah, so we gotta play that, and we gotta play Persona 4.
Now, picture us playing all the games. Like right now, let's say we play Persona 3, we finish it in February. Then we play Persona 4, we finish it in March. And then we don't do those videos until May, June.
Plus, you gotta watch Ruby. Plus I gotta rewatch Volume 7.
This is going to give y'all the maximum us talking about it possible.
It's unfortunate.
You have one of two choices. We do it where we play it, we record it, and then we put it out as we're doing that. Or we play it, we record it, and we save it all for a month. Those are your two.
But if we save it all for a month, it's gonna be weeks of just like, hey, no episode this week because we're recording that for the month.
Yep, it would be like that. Unless we pull double duties.
This is y'all fault.